and welcome to Lisa
and Will's Halls. Tonight we are live, and I am excited to bring you a Dollar Tree haul, and then we'll have a little chit chat afterwards, as always. So I'd like to welcome everyone to our live tonight. I did all the shopping today, and I'm excited to bring you this haul.
You have some new finds that I have never seen before.
I do have some new finds, and I was super excited to bring these finds to you. Some of them are safety and security finds, and we are going to get started right off the rip with those. We're going to give people some time to get into the live.
So were you excited when you found your new finds today, Will?
I was super excited, Lisa, to find my new finds today.
And what store did you find your new finds at?
I found them in both Georgia stores and South Carolina stores. And some of these finds I found in multiple stores. So I was excited about that because that means hopefully it'll be coming to you if you haven't found these already.
So you did find them in different stores?
I did. Well, one of them I found in the Dean's Bridge store in Augusta, Georgia.
Right.
I actually found two of those items, and then I found one of them in 3 different stores after that.
Wow, so they were out pretty readily.
They were out readily, yes, and they were in both states, so that's pretty important. So let's get started.
You might want to wait a couple more minutes.
I'll wait a couple more.
Let a few more people come in.
It is super cold out here in South Carolina tonight.
Wow.
It's down in the 30s.
Let me check that.
Or it is going to be in the 30s, I should say. Last night was even colder.
What was it?
Last night was in the low 30s, early morning, late last night.
We're at a low of 39 right now, which a lot of people might welcome.
True.
We will be up in the 60s next week. And tomorrow night, we're going to be a cold 27 degrees.
And I am working night shift, so
And we are your new meteorologists.
Right, and I will be out there in that cold. Yay! Can't wait.
Now, why would you be in the cold? You don't work outside.
This month I may be outside.
Hi, Lorraine, and welcome.
Hi, Lorraine.
And what is your temperature now, Lorraine? Do you know? Oh, hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. And we have some more people in. So Will has found some new Dollar Tree finds today. He went all by himself. He went to stores in Georgia and South Carolina. And he's going to start with this haul. So stay tuned. He's got, wait a second, Will. Will's about to start talking. So he's got some new finds. So watch and see if it's something you may be interested in. Will, take it away.
Now, this first item has 2 light sources. And this is so cool. It is the COB portable work light from Greenbriar. And it has 2 light sources. The side light source has 60 lumens. And the front COB has 100 lumens. Lumens.
Let me see.
Lumens.
And this was a new item that Will found. And this is what it looks like up close. I have never seen this in Dollar Tree. He did put batteries in it. It takes, how many did you tell him?
Takes 3 AA batteries.
And it is bright.
So I'm going to start with, if you notice there's a side piece here. And this is where you click it on. I'm just going to click off
Turn it. It's very bright.
And then...
And notice the handle where you can carry it.
And it's got little grooves in it for your fingers.
Well, you gotta show that.
See?
Yeah.
Little grooves for your fingers.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of can see it under there. Not really. We have bad lighting too, but that is a pretty cool. That'd be cool to keep in your car in case you.
Now, I'm going to show them how bright.
In case you break down.
Right.
Let's don't interrupt each other. I don't think you should sign it right at the camera.
It's not. It's
okay.
away from it.
Oh, is that on the side? Oh, show them it does it on the side and the front.
Now, I'm going to turn that.
That's neat. Now show the side just a little. I didn't even see the side before. Okay, turn that part off. Let me hold it a second. Right here it lights up. Let's see. Could you put it back on?
Yeah.
I thought you was going to turn it so we could see it. Woo, okay. So you got 2 places where it lights up. That is an awesome new find to have at the Dollar Tree. What a great Christmas gift right before Christmas for everyone in your life.
Here's the other thing, it looks very durable.
It does look durable.
It's portable. And so things like you said, if your car broke down, that would be a great product for. And the fact that it has this little, I turned it down, this little mini light on it that goes to the side, you could use it as a flashlight, or you could use it as one of the spotlights.
Or if that big side, if your tire, got a flat tire, or many other,
Or you're fishing.
there are many possibilities.
But I got 2 of these.
When you're fishing?
And one of them I'm going to give to a buddy. Because we're doing Secret Santa, and I happen to get one of my best friends at work drawn. His name was drawn for me.
He's also going to get him a gift card to Academy, so not just Dollar Tree items, and now Will has another new item. Will, did you hand me the empty box one so I can hold it? Because you've got one out right here. Do you see?
Oh, yes.
See, you got prepared, and now you're acting unprepared. Could you hand me this box? Okay. Now you can show them, because you got that out.
Okay, so this is the fake security camera, and it is not a functioning video camera, but it sure looks like one. And I don't happen to have the batteries in it.
We didn't have any more.
Can you take the 2 out of there?
I can't.
Okay.
Yes, I can't.
But no problem. So
I guess I could try, but it's a little. I don't know where to take them out.
I got it. If you'll hand it to me.
You should have been a little more prepared to told me this.
It's okay.
We've had a horrible. Every time we do a live, it seems like our day is just crazy. Had a really busy day, and then Will just called me up and said, "I have a friend coming for dinner," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
So it requires 2.
So it's a wonder if he's still alive. So he's putting the batteries in that right now. How many of you women would be happy if your husband calls and says, "Oh, I just invited someone to dinner," when you have been extremely busy all day and you just pulled out a ton of stuff all over your table and you started a DIY? Yeah, so that's been a little bit of my day.
So,
okay, well, let's get it.
this is what it looks like. It's supposed to have a red light on. The red light is not on, but it looks just like a camera. It has the little setting. So when the red light comes on, the camera will...
So the light's not coming on?
The light's not coming on, so I'm going to have to return that one.
Wait, maybe you don't have the battery in properly.
Maybe I don't.
Well, go ahead and finish showing them.
And then you have these little mounts, these little wall screws.
No, you didn't have it in properly.
Oh, of course.
Go ahead and show them. Let me.
Oh, this is excellent. Here's your little wall screws.
It does come with the screws, and it comes with the anchors, so if you put it in sheetrock, it will not come out. So that is a plus. And you can just put it outside and scare the boogermans away. It's coming on. Oh, yes, it's working. See, it takes a woman to do everything.
But isn't that so cool? That is a fake security camera, and I am getting that for my buddy as well because...
Does he have a security camera at his home?
No, he doesn't.
It really doesn't matter if you do or not. You can still use this to scare the bookers away.
Right, and this time of year would be increasingly popular decision to...
I think all times of the year now.
But especially with packages coming.
Okay, if you can hear that, I just was going all over the floor. So this is what that looks like. So this gets a big thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of them get big
That
thumbs
is
up.
very realistic. Oh, and let's see, was this... And this is a Greenbriar product.
Both of them are Greenbriar.
So get yourselves one and get that awesome work light. That work light is really awesome for $1. You cannot beat that. All right, well, what's up next?
So what's up next is the Value Meds Nighttime Sleep Aid. And this is compared to Tylenol Simply Sleep. Now, most of the Dollar Tree Sleep aids are 24 count. This is 36.
Wow.
So I thought.
But this isn't, this is just a sleep aid, or is it Tylenol too?
It's Tylenol.
Compared to active ingredient in Tylenol. Well, that's a good deal for $1.
And they had.
So you have
I
your
only found that at one store.
So you have your pain reliever and your sleep aid. Awesome. And you only picked up one.
I only picked up one.
Should have got more.
Well, I found that one at Gypsy Town, if I'm correct.
Yes, we have
Gypsies
who live right on the Georgia South Carolina line, and they do have a TV show. What's the name of it, Will? We've watched them. American Gypsies. Check it out. It's
interesting.
We're getting all off the hall, but so one day I got lost when we moved to Georgia, and I was riding down this road, and I'm like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was big, huge mansions, and then it would be double wide trailers, campers, and then they were nice, and the yards were super nice. And I was like, why would you have, nobody has $1 million or several $1 million home and
back to back to back,
and has campers and trailers in their yards. And I was like, what is this? This is crazy. And I rode back and forth, and Will's like, I know Will wasn't with me, so when Will came home, I'm like, you got to go to work and ask these people what is going on over. And that's when we found out it was
Murphy Village.
It was Gypsy Town, and they had the Gypsy TV show.
Yeah.
Do you know what channel that came on?
Discovery.
Okay, so back to your home. Sorry.
Or it was Discovery and then TLC. So my next
So
item.
you found those first two items in.
And I found this in.
In Gypsy Town.
The first two items, no, I found them over on Deansbridge Road.
So you found the snacks.
I found this.
What did you find? Oh, the Tylenol.
The Tylenol, right.
Okay.
So, and the next thing I found at Gypsy Town, and Lisa says I already got this, but you could never have too many Hot Wheels tracks and launchers for your grandson. I've seen these at Target for a lot more than $1, as well as the track. So I was excited. Now the track is 48 inches when it's put together, and then you've got the launcher on top of it, so it's looking like it's going to be about 54 inches of track. So I'm excited for my grandson. Now evidently I've gotten him one year and one the next, so now he has dueling tracks, so he should be very happy with that. He's a huge Hot Wheels fan, as am I. Next, I picked up from the last store I went to, which was North Augusta, Zaps Cajun Dill Gator Taters. Now, these have 150 calories per serving and 390 per container. However, I have never tried these. I know that they've been out for a long period of time, so I am going to give a taste test right about now, because I think that it's always good to do a fresh taste test.
Let me hold that. I don't quite think so, but that's why we're together. We don't agree on anything. But get that, bring that inviting somebody over for dinner. Now that was something of you. So that's what they look like.
And they're tasty. They're a win. I would get them again. This is an item that I already have, but I did not pick it up for me. I picked it up for my buddy.
His Secret Santa buddy.
My Secret Santa loves football. He loves the Falcons. So I got him the football cup. And that'll go right over here with his stuff.
We'll deal with all that later.
I bought this because it's a repeat item. It is from Dyer Mills, crafted in Dyersburg, Pennsylvania. Tennessee. It's tomato ketchup classic, and this is 20 calories. Lisa and I love this.
This is my favorite ketchup now. I think we have 10 or 12 of them, plus this one.
Yes.
This, if you see it in Dollar Tree, it is way better than Hunt's or Heinz or any in this grocery store. I love this.
We always try to get them because you never know when they're not going to sell
Let's show
anymore.
your new find right there. I think I've never seen that before, so we're going. That's a new find.
I got two of these.
Could I hold one while you talk about it?
It is the L'Oreal Paris Everpure Sulfate-Free Deep Moisture Hydration Pro-Bond Hair Sheet Mask Steam Treatment. It's a 5-minute hair spa for dry hair.
I have dry hair. So that's an awesome thing. I don't know if I've ever used a hair mask. I think maybe once I got one from Dollar Tree, but not like this. It was in the container.
Well, I love the fact that it has French on the back because, of course, it's from Paris. I got myself in trouble today because
How many times today? How many times? Carry on. You stay in trouble.
all right, my niece loves horses. I've gotten her two.
Well, she takes horse riding lessons.
Yes, and she placed first in her division. So I got her a calendar of horses. Why not?
He's only got her about 1 million things for Christmas, and her parents are not going to be happy.
Well, that's the good thing about being an uncle.
You can leave.
I can leave. So I got her this horse. There were 2 others. I only got her one. And it comes complete with a brush. And now this is part of the holiday package.
These are really nice for $1. Got your little comb. It's like that pony something that name brand.
Right.
That is really nice and a good size.
Right.
Good job, Will.
And it's durable, it looks to be. Now Lisa had asked for some pizza pans.
Yes, I'm doing DIYs. That was one of the DIYs I had all over the table when Will called me and told me I'm bringing somebody for dinner. So I picked up 2 of these. I buy these quite frequently. I've never used them for cooking, so I can't give you a review on that.
For DIYs, they're excellent. Next was the car mug. And it's complete with candy. And this is the one with the little red truck and Santa. And it is also going to my buddy. And let me see. Oh, that's all that's in there is little candies and the car mug. So, and it has a to and from sign with a little bow. So he is getting that as well. Next, I noticed we were low on hydrocortisone cream. I used the last in Lisa's bathroom. So I, like a good husband, replenished it.
Really? So when were you in my bathroom?
This morning.
You just stay away.
I used it for moisturizer for my cut right here.
Oh, okay. This is really good stuff. I keep this all the time because I had like some pimples or something breaking on my face, and I went to the pharmacist and asked him, and he said to get this, that it was sun poison or something, and it took it away in like a day.
Okay, so next we have a Colortivity Star Wars, and you know how much I love Star Wars. And this is for Christmas time. And I thought of a certain little young person, Kimberly. So Kimberly, I will be sending this to you. And it has a whole bunch of different activities to include coloring. And it had some math in there, I noticed. It had some word puzzles.
Her and her mom, Karina, love Star Wars like Will does. Next, Will found a cute item.
Now, I picked up 4 of these.
4.
Yes.
You spending that money.
This is the fabric face cover. I saw 2 that I hadn't, one of them that I hadn't seen before, and one of them I thought
It's the gummies. Isn't that cute?
And I picked one up for each of my grandsons.
I don't know if they'll all wear them. We'll see.
I'm pretty sure Elijah may not.
He may. You never know. He's at that age now where...
Peculiar.
See, you got 4 gummies. 4 gummies. But those are so cute. Lorene said, you have your own bathroom, Lisa? How nice. Yes, I have to have my own bathroom. And Will has his own bathroom.
Correct.
I think I've always been blessed and always had my own bathroom since I've been an adult. I don't like boys in my bathroom.
Yeah, there's no shame. So next is Restful Sleep. Lisa's been looking everywhere for these. I found 6 of them, and I bought every last one of them I can find.
These really work nicely.
Now, that was at the one across from Cabela's, Lisa, where you never find anything.
In Georgia.
Yes. All right, so these are some new finds for us. This is the Mask Bar Holographic Foil. It says it's 12 milliliters. And so The holographic peel-off mask to revitalize, moisturize, and illuminate the appearance of skin. And there you go, Lisa.
Oh, excuse me. Oh yes, these are new. I was going to try to speak to people in the chat, but I'll get to every one of you. I seen you come in. Thank you so much. So this is kind of hard to see, but this is, I've never seen this face mask at Dollar Tree. What was it called again, the top word?
The mask.
They didn't spell it mask for us.
It spelled it in French.
Well, I don't read the French.
Masque.
So that's what it looks like. And it's, this is what's it?
Holographic.
Holographic.
So it's hard to see it.
Peel off mask. So we'll try that. I don't really like those masks you put on your face because I don't know how to get them on that well, but I'm going to give it a try. Brand name, and this was, what, L'Oreal?
Let's see.
Boy, we're prepared for this.
It is not L'Oreal.
The other item you got was L'Oreal.
Right.
This is,
Long Beauty. Look Beauty.
or something up here.
Look Beauty.
Yeah, that word. That don't look like look to me. But,
Look Beauty.
and then he's got this one, and it's in the blue. You can see that
It's the
a little
blue glitter
better.
Pull off, and it's metallic, and it is for moisturizing and illumination of
And
your skin.
soothing.
And
So that's
soothing.
good. And he picked up some more masks that he thought were new. I think I've seen these for several months, but
Well, these are hair masks, not face masks.
oh, I don't know. Maybe I haven't.
These are John Frieda. This is the Wonder Drops Damage Repairing. They are for your hair, not for your face.
Hair mask,
Next is the Blonde Brightening.
blueberry, Wonder Drops.
And now this is the Frizz Smoothing with Avocado Oil. So those are for your hair, not for your face, just to be clear.
Could you use this on salads?
No,
No?
that would be disgusting.
I just wanted to see what you would say. Now, show them this. I don't think I've ever seen that in the Dollar Tree.
Okay, so this is the Sea Kelp Extract Daily Defense Body Wash, 22.5, and they only had one bottle left in this Dollar Tree, and it was the only one that I found in that particular Dollar Tree. Somebody was
So
trying to save
body
it for
wash.
themselves.
They had them hid? Or
They
this
had
one?
They had this one.
So this is the only one that
was
you
left.
saw.
Yes,
And you snagged it.
I sure did.
You gotta have your eyes going at the Dollar Tree.
Now next, I have a beautiful bag, and I picked this out for my buddy. It is To the Top of the World, Happy Trees, and a deer is driving.
Lee, I think I hope I say your name right. Latanya said she loves that body wash.
Wow,
We've never seen it before.
never.
How long has that been out? I've never seen it in our Dollar Trees.
Never once.
Keep on with your live instead of putting your stuff in there.
I'm going to tuck this
Did you
away.
show your cup?
Yes. So I'm using the bag already. Now, here's something. Lisa and I really like Kirk Cameron. We always have.
Yes, I like Kirk Cameron.
This is a 2-movie collection. Kirk Cameron, Revive Us and Revive Us 2. 2 national family meetings with leading people in religious and family matters.
And this is what this movie looks like. I do have to say he is a really good man.
I think that one stays with us. It is not going to anybody else because we really like
Next.
Kirk Cameron. Next, I got Volume 3, The NFL's Greatest Follies.
And you know Will loves some sports.
Well, that's not for me, Lisa.
Oh, really? Who is this for?
Ready? Meek.
Oh, boy, you're giving a lot to your Secret Santa. That's nice of you.
Isn't it? Now,
Secret
here-
Santa person that you got.
This is,
Now, this is Will's.
oh, this is mine.
And I know we're not going to be politically correct at all. We're not politically correct people. So if that bothers you, sorry. But we're going to always say this to our death because we can't change. We just can't change. So go ahead.
Greatest Rivalries, and these are 3 complete games. on this disc.
And he found his favorite team, the Redskins, defeat the Cowboys. Oh my gosh. Now, I know there's Cowboy fans out there, but Will doesn't like the Cowboys.
Lisa does.
And I have a son that does.
And they lost twice to Washington this year.
So that was awesome. I know when you seen that, you were just the happiest thing on
I
earth.
only bought two things in Grovetown, and they were both the videos.
If it's Redskins, Will is all over it.
Right. Now, next, because we're doing some friend mail being sent out.
Well, I've tried to send some friend mail out, and Lorene's in here. I've tried twice to send friend mail to Lorene. I sent her a package. It came back and said we owed $54. $54? Yeah. And Will took it back, and they said, well, you just send it off in a little bit at the time. Then I got to thinking, wouldn't a little bit at the time add up like a whole bunch at a time? I don't understand it. So I sent her a card off last week. It came back when? Yesterday? Yesterday. So I don't know what's going on.
Something going on in Canada.
Or here. So
It got stamped. It got stamped.
Yes, it made it to the post office because it was stamped. So I don't know. So I'm gonna try again with these packages.
And also the other friend mail that we have to send out.
Right, and other friend mail. So we'll see how that goes.
So, and next, Lisa, would you mind handing me those?
Yeah, I want to go show them what I was making with that today. I showed my
Oh yes, we have another item here.
Oh, what is it? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
He's letting it rot.
So, I have the boneless beef ribeye steak, mechanically tenderized, 3.5 ounce, and I am going to let it go to the bad. And here's why. Because I am going to use it for $1. I have catfish bait, and I think it's going to work. Here's the thing. A couple months ago, I went and was catfish fishing and used the sausages, the maple sausages, and caught 2 catfish. So I was pretty happy with that. So I'm hoping now, maybe if I take it to a little bit bigger area, I can catch a bigger catfish with bigger meat. So, and the last thing in my haul, excuse me, is going to be Swiss Miss marshmallows, because it's that time of year.
Well, I had.
Oh, Lisa's did something.
You didn't. Will didn't know that I've been doing this, but I was doing this today, and I was happy I won the giveaway that I won because Sheila, Crafty Girl First Crafts, I believe, had some of the tape from Dollar Tree. You can see it up under the little white tape where it's sticky on both sides, and I was making these, and it said you could use hot glue. But I didn't want to use hot glue because my hot glue gun is very hot. And so I used the little dot thing she said. Works perfect. And these are the little reindeer that I'm making for the kids. And we'll put in little gifts for people along with what we give them. So I asked Will to pick that up while he was out. Now you see what I needed it for, Will.
There's the marshmallows for what you needed them for the little eyes.
That's right.
And whatever's left over in the marshmallows, we can then put it in the Swiss Miss.
That's right.
So that is my haul.
That is the end of this Dollar Tree haul. And now Will loves to chat with everyone as well as I do. So if you want to stick around and talk, come on and tell us what's on your mind. Let's get to talking.
Yes, and remember that the following things are not to be discussed, please. Politics, religion, and my work.
We didn't really do any of that last week. I mean, our last live, but somebody did. We don't talk politics or stuff like that,
Right.
or anything, but somebody obviously didn't like our last live, and YouTube would not let us have our live up. They took our live down, and I was a lot of bit upset about that because I had done some friend mail in it, and I'm sure those people don't even know I did the friend mail. But YouTube, I don't know. I don't think it was YouTube. I think somebody reported us. So our live was took down. And so I'm sorry about the friend mail that I didn't show. But, well, I did show, but they took our live down. So, but we didn't really talk about any of that last time. So I don't know. I say we just talk about, regular stuff. And if YouTube doesn't like it, fine. I mean, you can't get any more PG than what we talk about.
True, and we don't have any words that are bad.
We don't cuss or talk about people or anything. So I don't know. But I have had a lot of haters who they really don't like me and they do report me and say ugly things. So I don't really care. So now let's get off that.
Well, and hey, Cat Cass, how are you? I see that you were earlier this time. Last time you said you were extremely late. So
And we
congratulations for getting in.
And thank you so much for your beautiful card that you made. Wasn't that beautiful, Will?
Yes,
And she sent you the beautiful guitar socks.
Yes, yes.
And
Very nice.
tell her how you like those when you seen those.
I love those because I love socks. And matter of fact, I think on our next live that we do, which I don't know when it's going to be, we're going to do 2 collections: my sock collection
And your car
and
collection.
my Hot Wheels collection.
Somebody's asked Will to do his Hot Wheel Dollar Tree only car collection.
It's ridiculous. Trolls are everywhere. You're absolutely right, Lorraine. Trolls are everywhere. People, are haters, and it is what it is. I mean, we expect it,
But I still love everybody.
and we expect to find that.
Well, probably don't, but I do.
I wouldn't say I love everybody because
I do.
There are some people that you.
Even if I don't like you, I
That's nice
love
of
you.
you and very Christian of you to say that, Lisa. But
You know how I
I mean,
am.
there's some people that I just don't agree with, and I'm not going to. But I mean, I respect their opinions for being different until they're bolder.
Right. Or mean spirited.
Right. I mean, because if you're just hateful towards somebody, there's no reason for that.
No.
And calling.
That's my New Year's resolution this year, too. I mean, we all do it. We all say, well, this person is or this person. This year, I'm going to try to never say anything. Well, I'm going to be saying a lot, but you know what I mean. I mean, because sometimes I'll be like, I don't know. I don't really talk about people too much.
Marriage saver, that's pretty funny. Country girl.
Tell them about you. I'm here doing a DIY. I've got when I do a DIY, I pull everything out. I've got a mess and Will calls. Hey, my friend's coming for dinner.
Well, yesterday, evidently there was something stressful going on, so I told him he could come over at 4:30, and we didn't know if he was really coming. And then at 4:31, he called us and said, "Hey, I'm in a town."
Oh my goodness! And so when Will got here, I'm like, I have this and this to do. So if you don't mind vacuuming the living room and go over my kitchen floor.
Put the broom up.
I said, please put the broom up on back of the laundry room door and take this, what was it? I got it. Oh, I can show them.
I'm in trouble.
You stay in trouble.
At least it was cleaner.
It was already clean.
Yeah, but
I just had mopped yesterday. So I got this from Dollar Tree, which is a good deal, and I really like this. So I told Will, I said, Will, will you please go set that in the laundry room? So I've got the washer going, and I guess I got it spinning, and this fell off, and this is what I have left. So here's this guy that's coming over to eat dinner, which, I wasn't prepared for. And then I've got to get out the mop bucket and get all this up. And it doesn't look like a lot to spill, but this is actually 12 fluid ounces. But it seemed like 200 ounces, didn't it?
yeah.
Will calls me. I've got a mess in here. He said.
I thought the washer was flooded.
Yes, he said, it's flooded bad in here. That's how bad it was. And I go over there and I'm like, oh my gosh. Guys, I fix all that kind of stuff, don't I, Will?
Yeah.
Will is, he's highly intelligent, and he has
I did save us
education. He has a lot of education, but I have to fix my washer and all kind of other things. I have a front loader washer. I've had to fix that. If it breaks, I'm responsible for it. So of course he calls me, and I was like, oh my gosh, he set it on top of the washer. I'm like, why didn't you just set it on the floor or the dryer?
Well, I didn't. So, that added extra stress.
We always have something crazy going on.
But I did save us $100 and some today.
How is that? Oh, he did. That was yesterday.
That was yesterday because there's a hack that if you have like your car battery, if you take it over, I'm talking about the battery inside of the keyless remote. If you take it over to the dealership, they're going to tell you have to reprogram everything.
Right, because they've done that to me before.
Right, that is a lie.
You know, you're just your key fob, and so somebody told you this though.
Right, one of the guys at work told me that, and he told me two good pieces of advice. One was about restringing rod, the other was about that. And what he said was, if you'll go and gently remove, or take a key and gently whittle the backside of your remote, then you will be able to get out the battery without any damage, and you won't have to pay the dealership. So I went to the Dollar Tree, and
He was at the Dollar Tree and fixed it in the Dollar Tree parking lot.
I fixed it in the Dollar Tree parking lot, bought two of the little lithium batteries, slid one of them down inside, the other one's in the car, and
It worked.
stepped out, locked the car, unlocked it, and popped the trunk.
So they don't have to be reprogrammed. We thought
Right.
they did, and everybody else did. Hey, Dana, and welcome to our live.
Hey,
So
Dana.
remember, if your key fob messes up, go to Dollar Tree and get you a battery for $1.
And it will tell you, some of your key fobs will be 2025 because they're different sizes. Ours was a 2032, and it went in very easily, and all you had to do is make sure you matched up all your buttons and put it back in the right way, and literally it took me 5 minutes to get it open.
Because Will's been riding around for several days without
Probably
being able
a week and a half.
because he hasn't been able to go fix it. And, you know, then I don't know, I had to get it done one time before because they told me you had to, and I think it was like $170.
It was $176.
And that was
that
about
was 5 years ago.
right. So thank you for saving me the money, Will.
So think about that little hack about going to the Dollar Tree, using a little key and opening up your keyless remote entry, because that saves you $175. And if you have a really nice car, it's probably going to be about $300 that you save. So think about that little hack.
Read some comments and talk.
So right now, everybody's introduced or saying hi to Dana. And earlier we did a haul. We had some super cool stuff in the haul.
We got some new items, so go back after the live and watch because there are some cool new items Will found
Especially
today.
for security purposes. So, and security being such a big thing.
Now I can't see anything going on in the chat, Will, so you'll have to read and do the talking.
Well, right now they're just listening.
I mean, has anybody came in you haven't told hi to or said anything you need to respond to?
No.
Okay.
But
Is everybody
Somebody's-
ready for Christmas?
yes, that's a great question. We are close, but we're not there.
We're like halfway there, but we're halfway there. What's
I'd say
that
we're a little
song,
bit
Will?
More than halfway. With the amount of
Well, what's
gifts
that
are out
song?
there.
We're halfway there. Bon
Yeah.
Jovi sings it, I know.
Bon Jovi sings halfway there.
I don't know. Somebody does. We're
That's Living on a Prayer.
Yeah, who sings that?
Bon Jovi sings Living on a
See,
Prayer.
I told you.
We're
You're trying to make me
halfway
think I've
there.
lost my mind.
And Living on a Prayer. Living on a Prayer halfway there.
Yep.
It is a lyric in the song though.
Yes, I know. I'm not totally lost it in my old state here.
But it is living on a prayer.
We are really not there, but we're there because what I'm gonna do is it's just money time or gift card time or
We have very little to wrap.
we will just take you to get what you want because we've just been so busy and now it's time to start pretty much baking and cooking. But
We're gonna load up.
we do have gifts too.
We're gonna load up the back of the car, and I've got 9 days off.
Will's
coming up.
off. I thought he was off Tuesday, but he gets off Sunday. Well, you work Sunday.
Right.
Then you're off Monday till the next
I'll look at it and see. I'm gonna
Tuesday. And this is
check.
the first time he has not worked Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in probably 3
Here's
years.
the great thing: I still get paid for it. I still get holiday hours.
Well, that's just wonderful for you. I wouldn't be over there bragging or anything.
Okay, so I have a question, Lisa. Can I use the Waverly Wax Antique on wood, then Mod Podge fabric over it? That's an interesting
Okay,
question. Oh, we were missing something on the hall. Lisa.
Will. So you're going to, do you already have, I don't see why you couldn't, that should work. Are you going to deliberately paint it first, or you already have it painted?
Do you already have it painted, or that was a great question.
But I think it will work. I don't think that would be any problem at all.
Dollar Tree had some awesome.
And who asked that,
material.
Will?
That's 360 Patty.
Oh, hi, Patty. Welcome.
Dollar Tree had some awesome material with cars and trucks with a roadway I'm doing a DIY for.
You know what I would do before I started? If you have, Dollar Tree has it too. Just take a little sandpaper. If you're putting it over what you've antique wax, and just lightly sandpaper it, and it stick a lot better.
The haul was missing two things. There were 2 books.
2 books.
One of them was, oh, here they are. There are 3 books.
I thought we weren't getting any more books.
They're not going to us.
You're a mess.
So, and also I wanted to comment on Dana Mankey. She says, I'm getting there with 5 grandkids and another on the way.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. She's crafty, says that's what she would do too with the advice you gave 360 Patty.
And I do see Dana's came up. She got snow today. They don't all come up, but she got snow. That's awesome. I would love some snow.
Mommy Kimberly says that she wants to trade with you because she's all done. If you want to let her go ahead and, that was a joke. She didn't say that. She said she's all done.
I'll trade.
So.
Well, normally we're done with our shopping by now, but this year, no. But
Elijah loves Aquaman, so there you go. Based on the movie, even with Aquaman right there.
Christmas gift. He don't watch our hauls unless I force him to.
Correct. And then because Mick loves the NFL.
So this is for the person you got for your Secret Santa?
Correct.
Well, you got him quite a nice few things to go along with the gift card you're getting him. Excuse me?
Yes, I did. There's even photos in here. It's like 500 pages, this book.
Hold it up a little. You've got a little too. There you go.
Because I know how much this one costs.
Well, you show that one and I'll look for your price on this one.
This one costs $37 Canada, $28
US.
US.
That's pretty expensive.
4 girls and 1 boy. The new baby will be a boy too, so you're going to have 4 and 2. You're opposite from us, Dana, because we have 5 boys
and 2 girls.
So, and this was really, I thought, the steal. Because you guys are crafters.
Right.
This is a fabric printing and design, mastering the art of fabric printing and design techniques, tutorials, and inspiration.
So you got this for all of us crafters on YouTube.
I got for the crafters that I know, yeah.
Who do you know?
Let's see, there's you.
Uh-huh.
There's Lorene.
Right.
There's Mommy and Kimberly's Adventures. There's...
But we don't fabric printing and design.
Somebody will want this book.
I think that's like for some professional people doing fabric.
Well,
but that is such a sweet thought, Will.
This thing's over 200 pages.
How much was it?
It's originally $30.
Well, you know what? Somebody might want it. You might could give it away in a giveaway.
Yeah, I might.
Because it's heavy.
Hi, Shay's Tube. How are you?
Hi, Shay. So glad you came in. Thank you so much.
So that is the haul.
Y'all.
Remember to check it out earlier if you missed the earlier parts. Mommy and Kimberly, you came in. I don't know if you know this, but there is some stuff in here for you. Some friend mail that I have personally
I think you
selected.
just got one thing, not some.
Right.
One thing
but
today.
That one thing's going to go with the other things.
Yes. So your package might be a little bit late getting there, but it's going to get there.
Well,
but I did send you a card out. I sent a lot of cards out if they don't come back to me.
Well, thus far we've only had one card come back, and that was...
One card, one package.
She's crafty both times. Canada's rejecting us down here.
I don't think it's Canada. It hasn't got that far yet. There's no way it got that far. I don't know.
It went to Philadelphia.
Really?
Look on the card.
Well, what in the world?
It's Canada.
Huh. Well, I don't like
We'll watch the
Canada doing
replay
it.
too. Thank you, Shay.
Yes, Shay, please watch at least the beginning because Will found 2 awesome new items that will be great for the females and the males in your life for
And the security of your home.
a Christmas gift.
Yes, yes. And a lot of those Dollar Trees are coming out with those items that I showed, so I was pretty excited to find them. Also, we were talking about where you are with your Christmas. Lisa says that we are 50% done.
So we're just gonna have to do some cash or gift
We're gonna do
cards.
some cash, take them out and buy stuff with them. You know, and we've been very fortunate this year, and you know what, I'm thankful for that. So
I think we've had some what do you call years when you're poor?
desolate.
I was thinking of another word. We've had the poor years, and we've had better years and better years. Of course, that's how every couple is. You start off lower and go up. But oh, I was talking to Lorene the other day, and since she's here now please be honest, okay?
Okay.
Could you tell the audience the reason that you say, even if you're saying it jokingly, which I don't know if that's true, why did you marry me? Don't act like you don't know.
Well, I know now why I married you, because you're a great cook.
But at the beginning, you said, I married you for your,
Credits.
it's my credits. My credit.
Yes, yes.
Isn't he a horrible person? So,
I had no insurance.
when I met, I don't,
Married.
girls,
Wait, no.
I don't,
We weren't even married when we were
no,
dating.
no, we weren't, no, we weren't married when we were dating.
No, we were not.
We weren't married when we were dating, you're right.
When we were dating, you put me on your insurance.
I was stupid. I don't know. Don't be like Lisa. I don't know. I've always had good credit and paid all my bills. I've always been straight by the book. And I meet Will, and he wasn't that way. And he asked me, I don't know what was wrong with me. He must have had me, I don't know, something was bad wrong with me. He asked me if I'd put him on my insurance because his insurance had lapsed. And why did I not say heck to the no and walk away? I didn't, and I did take him. We walked into my insurance company. I had to think about it a little while.
Something more. Brady Moore.
What was with Allstate?
Right.
And we walked in, and they put him on my insurance. I didn't even know you could do that when you're not married or anything. But
Not even at the same address.
they did, not even at the same
They didn't
address.
ask. They did not ask.
But they did it. I had been with them for like 18 years at that point. But I did tell Will, you have to give me your bank card. I'm not totally stupid. I said, you have to give me your bank card because if you don't pay for it, I'm taking it. Because you could have canceled the bank card. But it all worked out in the long run.
And whose name is the insurance now in?
We have one bill that has your name in it now, and it's in Will's name.
And who?
That's only because you called around and I called around and then I didn't feel like calling and you called.
And whose
So
name
let's be honest.
now is like the cell phone set up with? Did I not do that completely?
Did you? Is it in your name now?
Yes, it is.
Good. So when I leave you high and dry.
So all the responsibility will fall on me, as it should as the man.
So that's the only 2 bills you have in your name now. That's good.
No, the rental agreement's in my name too.
And mine too. But anyway, that's good, Will. But anyway,
I don't have many bills.
how did we get on all this? I just was asking why you married me. I want to tell Lorraine that.
Well, you just told the world that, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, Patty said thank you for your information.
About? Oh, yeah. Now, if you plan on that shot, well, if you're putting the fabric over it, you're not going to show it, so I just put a little, sand it just a little, put on there, it'll work just fine. So I know you think we're totally crazy people now. Right, Will? Get any comments from that?
Patty says it's not painted. She said the thing's not painted.
But I thought it had the antique paint on it.
No, she was asking you.
Okay, well,
Let's go back. Let me go back to this because I think this is a very important question for her craft. Let me find it.
I thought it had the antique.
I have a question, Lacey. Can she use the Waverly wax antique? Can she use it?
On.
Then Mod Podge fabric over it. Can I use the Waverly?
I would. I don't see why not.
Yes, yes. So, again, both G and Lorene agree, so that is a yes.
Right.
Those who just came in, thank you for coming by.
Thank you very much.
And also, again, you want
You're
to
at the
check out
Carol Burnett show. The Carol Burnett show now.
Yes, you are. You're on the Lisa Burnett show.
You're the Lisa Burnett show.
So, anyhow, do definitely go back and check out the early part because Dollar Tree is now selling some security devices that are wonderful ideas and wonderful, inexpensive Christmas gifts. So,
Check it out.
yes, definitely check that out. Also, we were talking about Christmas. I feel like we're almost 95% done. Lisa feels we're 50% done, which I don't know where her numbers are coming from. Eliza Gale, you stay safe as well. And if you are going out, we would like to thank you for coming by tonight.
Thank you for coming in. We really appreciate it. And Merry Christmas if we don't hear from you again. Until after Christmas.
My husband proposed by saying your sister is going to be in town, so we might as well get married because who knows when she will be able to come back.
That's a good one.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's what Kat said.
That is funny.
So, were you ready to marry him or not? Now, Will, I don't think you didn't want to marry me, did you? I mean, it was that credit thing. He's like, I better marry her. She has credit.
Yes, we did. We showed that in our last Dollar Tree haul.
What was it?
And the healthy disinfecting UV light.
Yes, let me see if I got.
And Mommy and Kimberly's Adventures posted that she found it for $14.99 at Marshall's. That same product. It was on her Instagram today. I just hit like on it.
I put it in my video too that it was $18 or $17 at Walmart, and I seen it for even more on somewhere else. Let me see.
Yeah, Dana, you're probably gonna have to look around on that. I saw it at the last 3 stores that I went to. Actually, 4 stores. Yes, I did see the disinfecting wipes today. And one of the assistant managers was asking me who I knew, the disinfecting UV light, asking me, did I see that before? And yes, I did.
Lisa Gale, are you? I know who asked that. Kat Cass, her husband said get married. Which one was it?
Kat Cass, my husband proposed by saying.
Kat Cass, is your husband and you still married?
That is a valid question.
I am wondering.
Yes, I have done a lot of work on him and didn't want to start over. She said yes.
Well, I need directions to what you did because I've been working on Will for over 20 years, and let me tell you something. This is what I thought.
Ladies, let me just interrupt.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I need some help because Will is actually, I know you can't tell it, but Will's actually 9 years younger than me. So I'm like, you know what? I got a younger one this time. I'm going to train him exactly like I want him.
No.
I'm still having the same problem from day one with him that I have today. I mean, he's not learned one thing.
Hey, Debbie, our moderator is here. Debbie.
He's like one of those dogs you can't train that keeps peeing and pooping and house and running away. Oh.
Yes. If we had a dog, it would be trained faster than I am.
That's true.
Because we're going on 20 years.
I mean, what is it with you, Will?
What is it with me?
Yes, I mean, you're still not, I mean, I've told you
Ladies,
simple things, and you're
let me
still at the same point as day one.
No, wait. I digress. Everybody has a talent.
What's yours?
Okay, I'm still trying to find it. But
No, you're acting like what you're not learning.
Let me finish.
You're funny.
Everybody has a talent.
Right, what's yours?
And I get in front of this camera
And
and speak.
Well, all of y'all.
And I do Dollar Tree hauls.
Yes, but a lot of you.
How many, show in the room of the 11 people that are here, how many people do their husbands even go to Dollar Tree?
But how many of their husbands forced them into Dollar Tree? You forced me into this Dollar Tree.
What a shame. So none of these people would know you if it weren't for me.
They might be happy if they didn't know me. So maybe they don't like you because they do know me now because you got me into it.
So think about this. How many of them go? Who originally started this? Who, be honest.
Lorene said my husband does.
Okay, there's one vote, but there's 11 people in the room.
Dana, there is one video of me and Will together doing a walkthrough.
I count that as a vote for me, 1-1.
We're in the car talking, so go back.
Cat says after 25 years, he still doesn't go to the Dollar Tree. Thank you.
Go back and you can see me. But I act real weird in it because it was my first time. But now okay, so let's do this. In person, if you all came to our house, I'm not shy at all, am I, Will?
Right.
Now, who is the one who...
Out there, Lisa would walk up to a total stranger, whereas I would be like, yeah, right, bye.
He don't talk to anybody. He's quiet. Like a lot of you guys who do the channels...
He's not allowed.
Say that...
Not allowed to go to the Dollar Tree?
Say that you don't... you're shy in person. I'm not shy in person at all. But when I get in front of the camera, I am. And I think I'm really prejudgmental. I'm judgmental of myself. I can't do anything right. I don't know.
You're very judgmental of yourself.
And from that camera, I don't know. I just can't.
You're critical of yourself.
I'm very critical.
You are.
But if you come over, I'll invite you over. It's fine.
Here's what's funny. In front of when it's on live, Lisa is not as critical of me. When she's doing a video, she is very on point with it. And she knows I can't say whatever. So she can always delete it. And that's her safety zone.
What everybody's told us, I was telling Lorene before, everybody says we need to quit this YouTube Dollar Tree hauling and stuff and just be ourselves. I said, because you'd have millions of subscribers.
Cass said that he's not allowed because he would rush her.
That's horrible.
But you...
This is Will doing his Dollar Tree haul. If I don't do. And this is a sleep aid. Pick you up some at Dollar Tree. Okay, there you go. It would never be in the camera.
I had to teach my husband to be thrifty. I can't wait until I can get him in the Dollar Tree and get so excited like Will does. Another vote for me.
What got you started going to Dollar Tree, Will? Let's talk about that one.
Lisa.
Right. What started you going to Dollar Tree?
Well, we weren't very well off, I think, at the time.
No, you didn't go to Dollar Tree for me for nothing. I didn't care if
I found those little...
I don't care if I was...
One of the first times I went to Dollar Tree was in Hartsville.
But look, I don't care if I was... I just was like, I do not go to Dollar Tree.
Over 50, how are you?
Hi, I'm Lynn. So glad you came. I wouldn't go to Dollar Tree because I would tell him, do not stop there and buy that junk and bring it to my house.
However, one day I went to Hartsville Dollar Tree in Hartsville, South Carolina, because they had these little sun things, these little hula dancer sun things. And I decided that's because we didn't have a lot of money. I decided I was going to get Lisa that as a Christmas gift.
Did you for Christmas?
I did. Or your birthday. Your birthday. I got it for your birthday because it was a summertime item.
How were we that poor?
We were poor. We were poor. And
I don't think we were poor. I think we both worked.
Not in Hartsville.
No, because you moved there and I didn't have a job when we got there. That's right. That's right.
And then when we moved to Augusta, Georgia.
Now let's talk about what got you started going to Dollar Tree. It's not about that.
It was
what made you?
LA's awesome window cleaner because you found out.
But did you go before you ever met me?
I don't think so.
So I'd send you. Now that is one item I love the clear LA Awesome's window cleaner. And I would get him to stop by, but I wouldn't go in Dollar Tree. So you going to get the cleaner from me is what got you addicted to Dollar Tree?
Correct. That is correct.
Okay, so when you go to Dollar Tree to pick it up.
I would see these cute ceramic Christmas things that
Right, I
now
remember that.
now that are highly collectible, from what I'm understanding.
And we do have some,
We do have some,
but not the year he wanted, which
they
was
were so pretty. And
that was about 6-7 years ago.
right. And I wanted to show Lisa so bad, and I wanted her to buy them because I thought they would be cute in the small little living space.
And he called me from Dollar Tree. Will? Will, let's stick with it. Let's hold on one second. You got to finish your sentence.
Right.
So Will calls me from Dollar Tree, and
I had enough money on me to buy them.
we're not talking about
Buy the
money.
whole set. And she said,
I think we had money at that point.
Yeah,
That's
we
not
did, but
money's
you
not
said-
an issue.
You said no.
I said,
You don't want that junk.
don't you bring that junk in my house?
And now, do you wish that you had that junk in your house?
Yeah, I do. But we do have a ceramic Dollar Tree village.
Yes.
We didn't put up last year. We don't have it up yet. I want to put it up and show everybody.
Right.
It looks really good. Now I made some high risers for it out of Dollar Tree stuff too. It looks really pretty when we put it up. But Will always goes back and wish I had let him get that collection that year because they were really nice ceramic.
And Lynn is absolutely right that you just can't buy one thing at the Dollar Tree.
And that the pieces we have are all ceramic. I haven't bought any of the plastic ones. She's right. You can't walk in and just get one thing. I have walked into Dollar Trees and walked through and walked out without anything. They've been so horrible.
Lorraine, you are clearly trying to throw this.
Will, you're talking into the phone like you're talking to her. She can't hear you through there.
Yeah. How are you?
Well, that was funny.
Yeah, well.
Talk here and you got to talk louder.
So, Lorraine, you were clearly trying to throw this vote.
What did
by
she
stating
say?
that you, see, Lisa, you started his obsession.
So I didn't know that. By getting Windex.
Always awesome clear Windex. The thing that she can't live without.
But every time he would go get it, well, I owned a pretty successful cleaning company, so I use it a lot. And if I needed it, he'd have to stop and get it. But as I'd work 8 or 9 o'clock, 7 days a week. And so I didn't have time to go into the Dollar Tree or anywhere. I was at work pretty much all the time, wasn't I, Will?
Yeah.
So he would have to stop. So I guess he'd just be looking all around while he was in there.
Yeah, I would. I'd be looking for stuff, and I thought some of the things were cute back then.
So then one day I said, just go Dollar Tree shopping, Will, and just get whatever you want.
Hello, Mimi.
He went without me, and that's how hello, Bonnie. Hello, Mimi.
So, we have been talking tonight of people that are saying that they are ready for Christmas, which Mommy and Kimberly's Adventures have said yes. Several people have said no. Lisa says she's 50%. I say 95%. Because it's easy to buy gift cards. Hey Janie, how are you? Great to see you tonight. You need to check out the Dollar Tree haul, guys. When we get this posted, go back and look at it because there are some new security things that Dollar Tree has come out with that are really nice and really, obviously for $1, it's a hack that you can use.
Now the first one is
secure.
You want to show them again?
Yes, I think we should. I think that
I think the battery's
Janie, it's okay because we did not announce that we were going on live tonight for
I don't know
anybody.
what you did with the other batteries.
There's one right here, and I think that the other one fell on me.
The other one's in your camera. Your security thing.
Okay. So what it is there are two things. There's a camera that they have come out with now, and there is a new light that they have come out with that has just been released.
The light's awesome.
The light is really awesome. Lisa's going to show you the security camera now and how it looks. It is coming up right about now into your photo.
Into your camera.
In your camera, I'm sorry.
But it blinks like one.
And it comes with the mounts and everything.
Okay, where is we have 3 batteries for this one. I only see 2.
That was.
Oh, I got it. Keep talking.
Okay, so I'll let you know if I ever see any of the new items. Okay, that's cool. And then Dana Mankey says that if she sees any of those items,
she'll let us know.
yeah, she
Awesome.
really thinks that item was cool. It is really cool, especially putting it out on your front porch for people to try and steal your packages.
Or your
this
back.
time of year, your back
Even
porch,
if you got them for double security.
kitchen, anything. And now this next item,
Oh, I can't get them.
I'll get it.
There you go. This
Now-
this I really think's cool.
This one I think was our real steal of the day. And it is the portable LED, and you can see, it's hard for you to see, but it has little finger grips to go right in. Then you press the button here.
It's got the bright. Don't turn it from the camera. Turn it from the
No, turn it
camera.
from the
No,
camera.
turn it away.
Turning it away from the camera.
It's very, very bright.
And then you've got the little side profile.
So you got that big one, and then show them the front one.
And this
So you
is
have
the-
two very bright lights on there.
There's your other one.
That is awesome. I
Turn
mean,
it
and
quick,
that
turns it
light is
off.
super bright.
And there you see how large the light is. And this is the side profile light. Now this would be great if you're working on your car or something. You could do it just like
If
that.
you have a flat tire.
Right. Or you can just lay it on the ground because it's got a
Or you
nice
could use
base.
it in the house for us blind people.
Yeah, it's got a nice little base to it. So it'll sit on the ground and it'll sit right up. We liked it too, over 50 and Fabulous. I hope you feel better as well. That is bright.
Who's
and
not
yes, I did.
Who's not feeling well?
Lorene, she has a sore throat.
She has been sick for like ever, Lorene. I'm sorry to hear that again.
Bonnie, I actually saw these at only one of the Dollar Trees in my area. The camera I found at 4 different Dollar Trees. So really excited to bring that to you guys tonight because obviously the camera is awesome, but the brightness of this light. I love go fishing. I go fishing a lot of times when it's dark out. I don't want to step on snakes. I don't want any other animals. I know that there's coyotes nearby because I've heard them. So something like this is a huge safety factor for me. When you're out there and you have this item, it is durable. It is handy. Comes with 2 lights, 60 lumens on this one, 100 lumens on this one. And then it is sturdy as well, so you can just prop it up. 3 AA batteries is all it takes. The fake security camera takes only 2. Yeah, they are great finds, and there's a lot of other finds that I did find. Today's challenge, one of the questions that I just threw out there was how many of your husbands actually go to Dollar Tree? Thus far, the vote is 3-1. 3-1 for husbands who do not go to Dollar Tree. Some of them are impatient. I get it. I do. I would say probably 25% of our Dollar Tree hauls. And I like some of the things. I was the original one who brought Lisa to Dollar Tree in a way. And I explained that story a little bit earlier. Mr. Sparkles, yeah, I know, Mimi, that your husband goes. I'm going to give him credit. The vote is 3-2. It's Lorene and Mimi, and then everybody else is on my side. Yes, I did get a haircut, Bonnie. I decided to cut a lot of my hair off. Because, to be honest with you, I got tired of being called Justin Bieber at work. So I got my hair cut, and I got it cut very short. So it is now 4-2. Thank you, Bonnie.
You were being called Justin Bieber?
I was being called Justin Bieber.
You didn't come home and tell me that.
There's some things that I don't tell.
You should.
Not
I'd
that.
love to pick on you.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm going to hear about being.
You wish you were Justin Bieber.
Not really, but.
Well, for the money. Nah,
not
money
really.
can be bad.
Not really. I don't really wish. I wish Justin Bieber the best. I don't have any issues with Justin Bieber.
Let's get that clear.
Justin Bieber comes.
That's right. You
comes
wouldn't
here on
have me.
Justin Bieber stays here on vacation a lot of times.
Yes, he does. You wouldn't have me if you were Justin Bieber. So I completely understand.
Yes, that's exactly why. Thank you. You made a great point there. Sweet Sadie J is here.
Hello, sissy.
My husband loves Dollar Tree, so it is. Janie, really?
What?
You're taking Lisa's side on this?
What'd she take my side about?
The vote is now 4-3 because Mimi and Janie both have husbands that go to Dollar Tree.
That's good.
4 me, 3 you.
But I don't know what the contest is. I kind of.
So Sweet Sadie J is here. Hello, Sweet Sadie J. How are you?
I loved your friend mail video. That was so fun, and you were so excited. Oh, Will hasn't seen it. She got a lot of jewelry. She is just like so loved by so many people. I loved seeing her get her friend mail. That was awesome. She did an awesome job showing it.
Debbie, you're throwing the competition.
And
go ahead.
She's so grateful. I love you, Sadie. So even if you are Will's girlfriend, okay?
Well,
that's what he calls you anyway.
So anyhow, girl, they are spoiling me. They're spoiling her, she says. Sadie has said that they're spoiling her.
Yeah, she acts like she's so undeserving, but you're not. It's so fun. I love it.
So
you deserve every bit of it. You're awesome. I've been following Sadie. Sadie, I subscribed to you way before you subscribed to me, I believe. It's been a long time.
Right.
She's been my little sidekick and didn't even know it for a long, long time, but yeah.
Bonnie, yes, you're my girlfriend too. There's two.
She said his voice makes me gag. I've never listened to him.
Who?
Justin Bieber, I think.
I've never. My voice makes her gaga.
Oh, I thought she said gag.
No.
She said gag.
You have to be correct.
She said gag. She said gag. You make her gag. I'm just kidding.
He's cheating on you, Bonnie? I'm not cheating on Bonnie.
You're the cheater.
I'm not. How dare you? So anyway, Will was like, hold up. Will was like, hold up. Yeah. Well, first of all,
I wasn't saying you. I was saying Justin.
So anyway, back to what we're talking about here.
What are we talking about, Will?
So Bonnie is trying to throw the competition by saying her husband would go if she had a husband.
Because she would make
and Debbie Howard said she would make her husband go. So now it is 5-4.
Well, Will makes me go.
That makes it 5-5.
I normally go.
That?
How many times did you say I go to Dollar Tree a week? Once. Normally it's only once.
I went to 7 Dollar Trees.
Sometimes
today.
I won't go for 2. Oh my gosh, did you?
Yes.
Must be nice, have nothing to do but lollygag around and go to Dollar Trees. 7 Dollar Trees in one day. That's a job though. Going to 7 Dollar Trees in one day.
I communicated. Wait, was it 7 or was it 6?
That's a lot of Dollar Trees.
It was 6. It was not 7. It was 6.
Well, that's still a lot of Dollar Trees.
So,
I really need I can't see it. It went away. Somebody said, I really need my husband to go. Let me see. Read it, Will.
All right. So I really need my husband to go or our marriage will be in trouble, says Patty.
Well, that's a simple little thing he could do is go to Dollar Tree now.
But it's a hard job. So
But
you were right. It is a hard job.
But he was like me. I couldn't stand Dollar Tree. So I understand how he feels. And I do not like to go shopping. I don't like to go shopping. I'm not a shopper.
No hating. It is a hard job. And I'll tell you what's a hard job for all of you YouTubers out there, the editing of videos.
When I edit my video,
I'm going to just say that. Me
doing a video is hard in itself. Yeah. Doing the video, editing my videos. If I didn't edit my videos, I'll do a video and I'm like, I'll be showing something and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
So, Janie, you said that your husband now is addicted to going. It is an addiction. It's strange.
It does get addicting.
When you can find things of your favorite football team for $1
The
and watch
rest-
3 football games, full football games where they're just beating the living out
But
of
this
their-
is a better addiction than most addictions.
Sadie JS, did you get her mail yet?
I haven't.
No, and we've been checking every day.
But Will is going to go back in the morning and check again. Sadie,
Good night, Debbie.
Good night, Debbie. Thank you for coming. I was saying before you came in, I sent Lorene a package off, I don't know now, 3 weeks ago, We got it back, and they said we owed how much more money on it? But they took it at the post office.
$54.
54 more dollars, so they sent it back to me. That's crazy. Then I sent her a Christmas card out last week or the week before, and they sent that back. And Will said it made it to Pennsylvania, so I'm not understanding what's up with the mail.
Dana Mankey says that she used to work at the Dollar Tree. Lisa said this, she could not work at the Dollar Tree because she'd buy everything.
Not everything. Well, I don't know, because you know I'm tight with my money.
Yeah, how many times, Lisa, you are the tighter one?
I'm very tight. Everybody tells me they can hear me squeaking. I don't like to spend money.
Yeah, I don't like spending money.
Yes, you do.
Just to be clear, I don't like spending money, but I recognize that if there are certain things that need to be spent on, for example, we splurged last night with roast beef.
Yes. Oh, yes.
We had roast beef, and then
I got
realized
sliced roast beef from the deli. And I mean, you used to get that for what, $2 or $3 a pound. Now it was what, almost $12.
It was $11.63
for one little pound of roast beef.
The store brand roast beef.
It's ridiculous.
So, but it was fresh from the deli. The girl cut it. It was nice. It was well done. And then we splurged a little bit more because we realized we didn't have the condiments to go on it. Because,
that we wanted.
Right. It was horseradish, and then we got some.
We looked up some recipes how to make it. Although we already knew, we just were looking.
Some Cajun stuff too. Cajun mustard. Cajun mustard was good.
We do splurge on food. When I buy something, I like it to be quality. So I don't mind spending money on quality items or quality food. What?
Janie, again coming up with good jokes. I would buy that store out. I wouldn't get a check. I would owe them money.
Janie, you and Will can get together. Y'all be flat broke. Because he will get anything. If you tell him, he will surely get it.
She's looking for the blind bags for the grand girls. I don't know if I have your address. Dana, what blind bags are you talking about? I'm just curious.
Sadie's saying, after you answer her, I'll read Sadie's comment. She said something about $3. This I love to send mail, but I'm telling you, it's getting ridiculously expensive for us. I don't know. And this is what I don't understand. I got the
we got a package from a friend mail.
We got the friend mail from.
It was huge. It was like a lot in it.
No, it wasn't friend mail. I won Sheila's giveaway. And that bag weighed a ton. If you watch my video, you'll see what she put in it. It only cost her $8. If we go to send that off, it'd be like $40. And I don't understand how different post offices are charging these different prices.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, they got all that billions of stimulus money, for the goodness sakes. Why they charge them?
$5 billion. And there was a sale involving somebody that's, okay, off that subject. However, one of the post offices, you can get some things for $4.75, and then the other one charges you $6.25. So I stopped going to the one that charged me $6.25 because I realized that they were price gouging. So you're absolutely right, Sadie, that there's something fishy going on.
Very fishy.
Very fishy when you can send an $8 package.
That package she sent was huge. If you watch that video,
it would have been $20 in some of the places in the United States.
I think it'd been probably about $30 for us to send that. I mean, they wanted, what, $75 for me to send Lorene's? And it wasn't that big.
Well, if we see those, Dana will send those to you.
What kind of blind bags was it?
Anything for the girls.
Oh, okay.
I
haven't been seeing any blind bags lately.
I didn't today, but then again, I really wasn't looking for toys because we have so many toys that I bought this year.
You got to stay away from that Dollar Tree. You know what, Will? Sadie. Will is your twin. This was Sadie. I didn't never say nothing on her channel, but she's like, so November, I'm not going to Dollar Tree. I'm not doing Dollar Tree haul, says Sadie. So Sadie's back the next day with the Dollar Tree haul.
Yeah.
She's got the same addiction Will has. Will will love to stop every night or every morning after work. He works days, 1 month and nights, but it's not open when you get off work because they open at 9 here and you get home around 8.
And on mornings, if I get off on time, I would never make it to the Dollar Tree because I'd already be home. So,
And I'm
anyhow,
doing a DIY, and I said, Will, please pick me up a mop. So I figured he'd get their normal mop, but he got this mop, which is really nice. I've never used it, but it's nice. So he's got to take this back in the morning and get me the regular mop.
well, so that's an upcoming project that we have going on. Lisa will have a DIY soon coming out. And let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I went out the door on November 1st.
Sadie,
Yeah, make sure, Sadie, that you have that tracking number.
you gotta keep
Gotta
up
keep
with.
that.
You gotta keep your. When we send something, we get tracking numbers, and Will has lost them a couple times, but yeah, you gotta keep it.
One of ours went across country.
I sent something
went
in a collaboration last
yes.
year, the pocket letter, and I think she thought I wasn't mailing it. I think she just gave up and said
She was in Oklahoma City,
I don't know where.
and it went to Seattle, Washington, and then went to Phoenix, Arizona.
Came back to Atlanta.
us.
It took a month and a half.
To New Ellington, and they finally got it because the guy was like, "I'm really upset with this," and
It took a month and a half for her to get it.
I do think our guys.
And Lorene sent me package in June, and I still haven't got it.
Yes, CatCast, I use that. I do use the media. If I have a book.
If we have books or colored books or movies, you can use the media.
Right. That's the only thing I use it for, because if they open it, and sometimes they like to open it.
They tell us they will open them sometime.
And then they send them back to you, and that's pretty embarrassing. Let's see. I have the same problem. That's why I send my son is a family a check for Christmas. All I have to buy is a stamp. You know what? Not a bad idea,
Exactly,
Janie, because really that's pretty much where we are.
Will's parents used to live in Germany, and we would send their Christmas gifts to Germany, and it would hardly be anything.
Right, and now they're price gouging.
They're very much price gouging. I don't. It's getting way too expensive to send anything.
Yeah, we've used that rate several times. Let's see. I got a huge box from Mel, $40 for postage. It says.
Wow,
that's
who
crazy.
got it?
Bonnie got one from Mel.
Bonnie, did you already get your giveaway you won the other day? Or might be in a while back. That's ridiculous. It costs a lot more to send to Canada, I know.
Yeah, Bonnie, I agree. Your home should be first.
Exactly.
And that's the way that you need to look at it. By the way, Lisa and I still thinking about Branson. But
we don't send a lot of friend mail ourselves.
No.
I don't receive a lot, and I don't send a lot.
And it really makes me wonder about how these people afford to send when they're sending.
I know there's some who send it every day.
There was a group that Lisa was with.
Sadie, that's why I sent yours from Amazon. I thought it was something you would like, you could use, and I don't have to get it and then resend it.
A lot of gifts. I use the Amazon free shipping. Yes, CatCast, Lisa just agreed with you
Right.
on that. And here's what else you do is if you see something, HSN is another one we've used before, HSN and QVC.
Well, they have
using
the free.
those where they ship it out on the free shipping, and then on top of it, they ship it to the address where you want it to go. And,
Right.
and they have a questionnaire in there when you're talking to the person, is this the same as your billing address to your card? The answer is no. They go ahead and send it, so it's no extra charge. Use that a lot. Right. We'll send some like crazy.
What?
Some send them like crazy. I don't get it. You don't
I don't know
have
how you can afford it. We both work, and we need another husband and wife to go.
You don't need to buy friends that bad. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say that out there. Okay.
Oh Lord, we're getting
Here we go.
started, y'all.
All right. So, Mommy and Kimberly's Adventures. I am sending you some friend mail.
We do send it.
I want to be
We
clear.
can't-
I want to be clear about this. Mommy and Kimberly's Adventures have sent us a lot of stuff, and there was something that I promised a long time ago, and you guys probably forgot about it.
I forgot about it. What?
No.
You're not telling us?
No, I'm not going to tell, but that's the only friend mail that I am sending out at this time. Lisa has some that we sent the cards out to a lot of people, especially if we've received some, we made sure that we gave those people back. Because unfortunately, we're not very good about opening mail and saying, hey, I got this, I'm putting it on video.
Well, we are good about putting it on video. We do put it on video, but we want to do it together, and then
Right.
we can just never get together.
Right. And schedules sometimes are hard. But I can't see the value in sending people every day friend mail. And I may be wrong about that for what I'm saying, and I probably will be chastised for it. However, I don't see the monetary value in it. And
well, I don't think there's monetary value. We're not talking monetary value. Some people just love to send mail. My sister was like that. She loved to send mail to people and gifts to people. So, everybody has different things they like to do.
thank you for the amen, ladies.
Amen about what?
Bonnie has said that amen to me preaching, and Patty has agreed. So, with that being said, I'm going to get off the soapbox. We're going to go back to...
You're crazy.
Thank you, Sadie J.
We all agree that it's expensive, and nobody can afford it every day. And to the ones that can, that's great.
Sometimes you're right. You can't get in the mood. I was going to do this last night, and I was just tired. I was tired. I had worked a lot of days, and I was tired. And I mean, sometimes you get so tired about life, and you can't. This is something that I enjoy. I enjoy doing. Maybe people enjoy sending out.
Will likes doing lives.
I like doing lives because to me they're easier.
And he likes talking to everyone.
Yeah, and you get interaction, and that's important. I think in the world we're in right now, human interaction is the key. It is.
People need people.
People need people, and they need to speak to people, and they need to speak up, and they need to say what's on their mind, and not be afraid to say what needs to be said within certain realms. I think that's fair. Without attacking people.
Yeah, with everybody's different beliefs. Everybody can believe different just so you get along as friends.
Right, and like I said before, thank you, sweet Sadie J. Appreciate that. My friends know I love them because if I don't know that to, I'm not allowed to true that.
What'd she say?
So we understand, boo. Stay sexy, my friend.
Oh, who said that?
You know.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Anyhow, I think that communication is very important. And I think respecting what other people feel and say and think is very important. I respect other people. I respect diversity. And I think if you don't respect diversity and culture, I think that it's unfortunate. And I think that in this world there's no room for not thinking those feelings or having those things.
But what kind of, you'd be too close-minded if you weren't diverse.
Right. I think that we actually, at my work, go through diversity training. And it helps. It really does. And you think,
I've never heard of diversity training.
This is so simple. This is so simple what they're talking about. But yet people...
What did they talk about?
They talk about treating people the way you'd want to be treated.
Well,
how hard is that? How hard is it?
Nobody does that.
Right, nobody does it because they're thinking...
I try to do that with everybody.
You do. And I'm not as good as Lisa is about it, nowhere close. But I do respect what other people have to say. I do respect what other people think.
You're more cautious.
I'm cautious with it. I'm not just going to go, oh, you're wrong for that. I'm not going to do that. That's not who I am. That's never going to be. Let's see. I respect everybody, but my mouth writes checks. I don't know if I can cash. Okay.
You're what? You're what?
Bonnie says her mouth writes checks that
my mouth writes checks too.
And here's one reason why she doesn't do lives right here.
No, that's not why. I have friends I've been friends with for 50 years before we started kindergarten. I have friends that I've had for 30 years. And do you know what? I've never got in an argument or a disagreement with one of them, nor have they me. And we're all best of friends. Will can vouch for it.
Yes. Lisa's friends have lasted her lifetime.
I have lots of great
I
friends.
don't have as many friends because I'm very reserved with who I open up to and what I talk about.
But he loves all my friends.
Right.
I
Her
have some
friends are
great
my friends, and
I have some great friends.
that's why when I had my friend come over tonight, wait, let me say this.
I forgot what I was going to say.
He had two.
No, not when he had one. If you're just coming in, Will calls me what? Oh, I've just invited somebody over for dinner. That's what kind
And
of.
I was out all day.
And he was out all day, and
But here's what it is. My friend had a seizure, broke both of his wrists, and then was recovering from that and broke his kneecap. So with those things said, he needed to be here, and I needed to have him as my friend to be here. And I was appreciative, and he was very appreciative.
And were you appreciative I put dinner together
Yes,
at a short
and
notice?
And what did he say? It was delicious. Thank you, Lisa.
I know all that, but still, you don't just bomb somebody that 30 minutes before somebody's supposed to come over.
Janie,
But anyway, we were
have a
talking.
great night.
Who's leaving?
Janie.
Good night, Janie. Thank you for coming. What were we talking about? Oh, but we've never got in any arguments at all, my friends. I don't understand why.
No, Sadie J, I don't think those are really your friends then, because and we don't talk politics here, but I'm just going to say that if politics separated your friends,
then they're not your friends to begin with.
In the first place.
Because I know many of you on YouTube are boisterous about your political beliefs.
And that's okay.
And they're
that's
not.
Okay. That's okay. They're
Right?
not the same.
And they're not my political beliefs. But guess what? I still respect and love everybody. It doesn't matter if you agree with me. I don't care if you have a different religion, you're a different race, you're a different color, you speak different, you look different, you're fat, you're skinny. I don't care about any of that.
It doesn't matter.
I don't care if you disagree with anything that I do.
And,
Or I believe in, we can still get along. And I think that's why my friends and I have stayed together
I'm going to get a key word.
this long.
Diversity. It comes back to diversity.
Well, we are a diverse family. We have different cultures in our family.
We have African American, we have Native American, and then we have me. So that's just diverse all to itself.
Well, I do have to say this. Will is the most least racist. I mean, I know all people are racist to a certain point. I don't care what.
I have to say this.
Hold
Hi,
on.
California Karen.
Hi, Karen. A lot of people have a little race issues. I don't care what you say. Everybody has said something. But when I met Will was you were the least racist person I'd ever known in my life.
I came from. Okay,
He grew up in Germany.
I grew up around diversity because, yes, I was born in the South. My parents were both Yankees. Oh, excuse me, Northerners.
They're both Northerners.
And I grew up in the South.
Because his dad came to Georgia to go.
He could not find a job.
No, he came to college and graduated from
University of Georgia.
University of Georgia.
Masters. But he said he could not find a job when he came back out of the military, and it was offered down south. He said life was a lot slower, and it was much more affordable in the South.
Of course.
And things were not as expensive. So we moved down south and we learned about all these things, because you're talking about in the South in the 70s and the 80s, you learned about how to get along with people because you saw
things
that you weren't proud of.
You know what?
In the military, when I went...
Let me interrupt 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, I grew up in the South in North Carolina, and obviously it was black and white people. And we had no race issues at all. And some of my best friends are black, and I have some that teach at UN State. I can't even say it well. The Wolfpacks.
Yes, NC State Wolfpack.
I got confused there for a minute. And we talk now with all the race issues going on. We never had any race issues. We never seen color. I don't know what's going on today or where that comes from, but we just never seen it.
Patty hits on a key point too. That when you're living right, what leads out friends are people who you thought were your friends. It's interesting because I have this conversation almost every day. It's when you live right, drinking, drugs, etc., and you decide it's time to stop. That's when you find out who is a real friend and who is there for you. You are
Right.
absolutely correct, because I can guarantee you, most of those people, the real colors come out. And I have friends that I've seen, and if you look on Gas Fishing, you see some photos from my reunion. I had a bunch of guys that came up to me. I have probably 2 or 3. No, I take that back. 4 who we consistently talk. And if I picked up at any time, they would be there for me and I would be there for them. Those are true friends. There's other people you see every 5 years and you say, well, you know what? They're acquaintances.
Right.
That's what they are. In high school, I haven't seen anybody from my high school since I graduated. None of them. They're acquaintances. It is what it is. I can live with that.
But you did grow up in another country too, so it's not.
I grew up in another country. I grew up in Germany, and in the military, diversity had to be because you had to have each other's backs. Same way with the job I have now. You have to be diversified. That's just the way it is.
Well, I do too.
Yeah.
I'm the minority at my job. And now when I started my job, oh my gosh. Well, they did not like me. Remember? Because of my color.
Yeah, and Cat-Cass.
But guess what? They love me to death now. They just love me to death. I got a couple that come in our lives sometimes, and so I mean, I think some things are the unknown, what you don't know.
Right, exactly.
And now they love me. One's only in her 20s, and she brings me my collards and invites me to her baby showers. And she told me she told me when I started working there, she said, when you came in with your white self, I didn't even like you. I wouldn't even speak to you. I said, you know what? That's really ugly.
Right, but here's the deal. She came full circle because she understood.
And she comes visits us and brings the baby.
Right, and she actually worked for me for a while.
She did. She needed a job, and Will was in the same job he's in now, and he hired her.
She needed a job. I got her the job, and then she transferred back closer to her house, and she actually got promoted.
Right.
And she was up for promotion again.
She got store manager of a Dollar General.
Right. So she is now still a store manager, which was a position I was in.
And she did say quite a few times, a person that I was prejudiced against and didn't like is the one person in the world that has really helped me a long way. So you can change. And she's really a nice person, and I love her.
Yeah, and you know, you're right, Mimi. It does take trust. Trust, respect, diversity. All 3 things are, you know what, I think that was a word we were missing, so that's very good.
What?
Mimi added trust in there.
Yeah, you
People have to trust you.
Right.
People have to understand that you have their best interest at heart.
Right.
And but it gets back to this. It gets back to one simple thing. I said it earlier. Treat people the way you would want to be treated.
And sometimes
if you are in their position, no matter what their position is, I can't stand when I see people who pull up in a $100,000 car, get up with their nose in the air, walk around like they own everything. I can't stand that.
But they're not happy people.
They're not happy people. I'm sorry.
Because if
or more expensive cars.
I've been very wealthy in my lifetime, and I've had people tell me I would have never known. That's how that's how I present myself.
It is understandable to have that feeling, because there was oppression.
Oh,
there was oppression, absolutely. There is that feeling. But again, if you gain trust and you show that you are a trustworthy person, a lot of those issues go away. A lot of them go away. They just do. I deal with it every day. And if you deal with it every day, you see it every day, and it makes it a lot easier. My work is a lot easier because I treat people the way I want to be treated. Now, in one of my former jobs, I was a car salesman for about a decade. And I didn't care who walked on that lot. Guess what? I was selling them a car.
Well, color doesn't matter in that, I don't
No,
think, or anything.
But for some people, it did.
Yeah,
And
that's
sad.
true. That is true. Because there's only some people who will only buy from a white salesman or a black salesman. They won't go either way. I don't care what you. I just want my deal.
I understand that there still is, but it takes an attitude change, Mimi. That's what it takes.
Yep, between
It
everybody.
takes seeing
Now
seeing people in the light as a person. I'm going to say
not a color, a person.
correct. I can tell you that here
In our community,
we
don't have it.
I don't.
If we
see
do,
it.
we haven't seen it.
I don't see it.
We
I'm just going to be honest.
well, we have had different races say they don't see it either.
Right. So
They said that in our community, we don't have that problem. They can't see it, and we can't see it. And we do
you
have.
can tell. You're right about that, Bonnie.
What?
Because some people you can just tell that they're just as a human being
Rotten.
They're just rotten.
There is some rotten ones.
And that's why one of the reasons why I'm so reserved when I sit back and I watch people, because if you're out in public with me ever, you're gonna realize that I'm not gonna talk to people. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come off as a little bit.
He talks on here, but he does it there, and I talk out in public. And
I come off as a little bit. Okay, let me put it to you this way: you're at the Grand Strand Mall. Mimi knows exactly what I'm talking about. You are at the Grand Strand Mall, and that salesman.
They're all in the little boofy things.
All the little boofy things. They try to talk to you. They don't ever try to talk to me.
He's not letting them talk to him to sell him anything. But me.
But at least it stops.
And then I have to try to get away from them.
Yeah, I mean, I understand statistics. I do. I get it.
What?
I do.
Statistics?
I get statistics. Across the whole country, I agree. And I think that arrests, if you look at arrest rates for people, it may be in certain areas very high. I'm not going to touch bases on that, though. What I'm going to say is this. We have to do a better job of treating people equally. That's all I'm going to say about it. And then I'm going to get off to another subject.
But that's on the border of all races equally, too. Because I have been treated, because I'm white, completely different, too. And in my job.
True.
And that is very true.
True, I do remember.
So that goes both ways. It goes both ways.
So now we're going to...
Or more ways.
We're going to go back to...
But I don't know what the question was. I can't see anything that's being wrote, so
okay,
I don't know.
So now we're going to go back to Christmas. I'm going to take us back to Christmas because it's what's coming up. And we just went through Thanksgiving.
That was too fast.
Right. And Christmas is quickly upon us. So let's think about what we're thankful for, because
I'm thankful I wake up every morning.
True. That's true because of your conditions. Absolutely.
And
just period.
Yep, just period. I don't need gifts. I don't need anything. I'm just a happy person anyway. I'm just happy I wake up every day.
Right.
What about you? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that I have Lisa.
Really?
That I have Bonnie as my moderator.
I think Will's thankful he has me because he can call me. I got a friend coming to dinner.
I'm thankful for Sadie J being here tonight.
Yeah, he is about that.
Karen is thankful for her warm house. Karen, we are too, because
that's
cold.
true. That's
and you
true.
know what? There are people out there who don't have that. And
that's true. I went to Charlotte the weekend after Thanksgiving on a Saturday, and I've been to Charlotte before many times, but we went to IKEA and then we went downtown. It was my daughter and I, and there was homeless people laying out on the sidewalks, on the benches, no, they were actually on the benches. They had all their stuff on the benches, And they were laying on the ground. Never been to Charlotte, North Carolina, and seen that before.
Good night, Patty. Thank you
Good
so
night,
much
Patty.
for your
Thank you.
contributions and being here tonight.
And that is sad in America that we have homeless people.
It is.
And that's sad.
It's
And I did take some pictures. I haven't posted them anywhere, but as far as I know. But I think that's really, really sad.
Bonnie says that she is thankful for being able to talk about happy things that on YouTube. That is her happy place. So, what are you thankful for, Bonnie? Because are you thankful for YouTube, where you can speak about happy things?
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, it is nice to have a
Gendra.
a genre.
Gendra.
Gender, what are you trying to get? Gender
I was
in?
trying to get this open. You know.
Okay, the door kind of pulled.
I was trying to get the door, but I couldn't get it out of my thinking.
Our door is sticking right now, I
You
guess.
could correct me though, because I cannot speak English.
You can speak in complete sentences, unlike me. Let's not get started with that. That is another live for another day. So anyway, Shay, you're absolutely right. It is important to be able to have the mature conversation and not have to worry about anybody attacking anybody or anything like that, because it's very important to have that. Let's see. I'm thankful, yes, for YouTube. My main goal this year is to get over with. I'm thankful for January. Thankful for January. January's a good one. Bonnie says she's thankful for YouTube, but she will be thankful for January.
What's happening in January?
What is happening in January, Bonnie? Bonnie, you are asking a good question, or leading this up to a good question. What is happening in January? Never mind, I think I know.
What?
I know what she's talking about. The chocolate truffles I was gifted by good friends today. Kat Cass says that she's thankful for the chocolate truffles.
Wow, that's nice.
I'd be thankful for some truffles too. You sending them our way? She's not sharing. 2020 being over, Bonnie says. It has been a strange year.
I don't think 2021's going to get better, but we can deal with it better, maybe.
Maybe be a little bit better prepared for it, I guess, 2021? I don't know. Let's see, chocolate truffles, that's me. You know, I've got some chocolate I've got to eat here, because it's calling my name. It's called a chocolate cake. They have it on sale. Pie. Chocolate pie.
Tell her why you have it.
I have it because we were having it.
He invited somebody over without telling me. I said, I don't have any dessert.
So I had to run to the
I
store
always
and
make
get it.
dessert, so I made him go get something.
So there you have it. I'm the reason we have chocolate pie. Let's see. Let's pray 2021 is better. You know what, California Karen? Absolutely. Prayer is a powerful tool. And every day I've been praying, and I hope that 2021 is better than 2020, because it has been a rough one for everybody. Yes, it has been a bad year. Let's be thankful that we made it through to this point of the year. I think that's something to be thankful for. A lot of people have not made it that far. It will be better in being positive, all we got. COVID is so bad here.
I want to show something. Again, I showed this in my giveaway that I won from Sheila. But when Sheila was showing her items, this is the only reason I entered her giveaway. It's the 180 days of prayers for a girl of God.
And it says you are a radiant girl of God on the back.
Does it?
Yes, it does. So maybe you should open up today's
And
prayer is.
it doesn't have today's prayer.
Oh, it just has 180 prayers?
Right. And it also has the Bible verses. And I have always gone to church, and I sang in the church choir, and I can't sing. Will too. And, you know, I throw God to the side a lot.
I think we all do.
And I'm like, I should do this. I tell Will all the time, Be good. God's always watching. Say your prayers. And a lot of people might not believe in God. That's fine too. Or whatever you do believe in, that's fine with me. But God is what I believe in, and that's what I want my life to show. I want to be a lot better person than what I am.
I think that's reasonable.
So I thought this would be awesome to read every day in the Bible verse along with the Bible. I need to pull the Bible out and really start getting into that. I think that is my answer. So whatever our answer is for ourselves, that's what we should do for ourselves.
I was about to be thankful for another chip over there since those were so good. But yes, we should be thankful. And, you know, we have to be thankful that we made it to this point in the year. We also
I'm just glad I made it to be this old.
Lisa always said that she would die at 40.
I thought I would.
Lisa's a little bit
I've
older
had
than that.
a lot of scares, and I may not have a lot longer, but...
and she's made it this long, and I'm thankful for it.
Yes, I have some really bad health concerns that are really, really horrible.
And tomorrow she goes to the doctor, and she's really nervous about
But
that.
I don't talk about it. I don't like to talk about it. I don't mention it, and I pretend I don't have it, so you would never know. I don't like to talk about it. Yeah, I have to go to the specialist tomorrow, and I'm scared to death, and I have to drive myself, and it's so busy. I go in Georgia, and it's so busy, and the traffic gets me. I don't mind traffic. I could drive in Atlanta, I could drive in Washington, D.C., but when I have to go to the doctor, my nerves are up, and it's like,
The NLTL is too watered down.
Right. I don't believe. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm hardcore. I grew up Southern Baptist, but later on, when I was married, not to Will, but the first time, he was a very hardcore Church of God, and I learned a lot that they don't water anything down.
Now I grew up Southern Baptist just like you did. Baptist Church of Beaufort in Beaufort, South Carolina, a huge church that has spawned like, oh my goodness, probably 4 or 5 other churches, one of which is bigger than they are now. But it was a church from the 1700s, I want to say, and then Lisa and I became involved with the Holiness Pentecostal.
And Will was a youth minister, but I'm the kind of person, I know a lot of people don't like it. I like to go
Good night, Shay.
Good night, Shay. I like to go to church, and they tell me, if you do this, you're going to hell. I don't mind that harsh. I want to hear what I'm supposed to.
Thank you, California Karen.
Where a lot of people like to hear the flowers and
everything's rosy
and unicorns and
it's gonna
right.
bloom, and no matter what, it's gonna bloom.
And it doesn't make me mad when I'm preached to and I'm told the truth. I want to be told the truth.
Yeah, definitely check each other's channels out.
Yes, everybody, if you can put links in, put everyone's link in, you can go check each other out.
We live in the Bible Belt too, Bonnie, and
Bonnie lives in a Bible Belt?
Yeah, because anytime you're in the Southeastern Football Conference, you are therefore qualified to be in the Bible Belt.
So she's in the Southeast Conference?
Yes. So anytime you're in the southern part of the United States, Missouri is included in that.
I didn't know that.
When you live in the southern part, it goes Missouri.
I got a new wrinkle in my brain.
It goes Missouri, like Oklahoma,
that's cool.
down to Mississippi, up to Tennessee, Kentucky, and goes all the way, I believe, to North Carolina, and then swings down south. I don't think Florida, but I may be wrong. Georgia is involved.
But if all of our states and our country does put God a little bit first, we won't have these problems that we're seeing today. I think that's
Dana, go walk your dog. Please don't let it have a mess. Have a great night.
It's cold where she's at.
Oh, it's got snow on the ground, probably.
That dog isn't going to like that.
Yeah, but as I said before, check out each other's channels. We thoroughly encourage that. Everybody on here tonight has been wonderful.
Thank you all so much for coming. So fun talking with you.
And Karen, looks like you're getting a card from Dana. She said she's sending out a card for you.
That's nice.
That is. We we've gotten a lot of cards this year. I mean,
We have got a lot of cards.
we really.
We
could
were excited to get
could
the
decorate a whole door full with them. I think.
I know I'm trying to figure out how to put them all up so we can see them all. I have some sitting on the table.
Maybe you can do a DIY with your cards.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But I want to figure out some way. You can do DIYs with them.
Right.
If you cut different things. But I don't want to cut them.
I don't want to cut them. I mean, I just want to make them like on that planer board and put them
I'm
up.
trying to figure a way to hang them where I can see them.
Oh, well, there you go. That would be good. I mean, picture frame them. So anyway, let's see what else is going on. Good to know about what everybody's thankful for. Does anybody have snow on the ground right now?
I wish we did.
I saw one of the guys that I follow on Instagram had a beautiful shot. Now he's from Russia. He was going over a bridge, and he actually went down there and fished this creek, and he was out there in the snow with his dog. So we do for the first time in 2 years. So not only do they have the Bible Belt, but they also have snow.
Wow, Bonnie has snow?
And Dana says she has to, lots of snow in Lorene's neck of the woods too.
Oh, Lorraine's still with us? I thought she left.
No, Lorene has stayed.
Oh, thank you, Lorraine.
Let's see.
I want snow cream.
Dana says she does not have. She has snow, and the dog's paws get cold, and she has to wrap them.
She needs to get some dog boots.
Speaking of which, people who have dogs, Dollar Tree has now a new dog mat.
Yep, they seen
They've
that.
come out.
Did you see them today? Because I asked you to pick one up because that Cat Cass asked, said she really wanted one. I was going to get one for her and mail it.
We have had snow here twice.
Well, we haven't. We haven't.
Anyway, it was just a little flurry.
Since we moved here, let me explain. We've had we did get flurries. Like
Twice.
For 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
I was so excited. I was outside. Oh, I was so happy, but
She
it
thought she
stopped.
was going to get snow cream.
The last time we have seen snow was 10 years ago.
In Darlington.
In Darlington, South Carolina, and it was a wonderful snow. I got to miss work.
It was 8 inches.
It was a lot.
It was 8 inches, which...
There's a lot here.
What's funny about I-95 is on one side of I-95, Florence
It snows on one of
could
those.
get 2 inches of snow, and they kept all the restaurants open because I was in the restaurant business. On my side of I-95, it took me 3 hours to get home on a 15-minute drive. It was 8 inches of snow.
And we haven't seen it in 10 years. We moved to Georgia, and the second winter we were in Georgia, we did have a severe ice storm. We were out of electricity for like 11 days.
Yes.
And it was nothing was open.
That was the same year we had an earthquake.
Will still had to work because he worked for Walmart at the time. So they made him work, and all I didn't work because everything was closed. All I could do was lay in the bed with a blanket on me all day.
So Lorraine says that she sees snow every other day.
Well, it might be a little too much, but I would like it.
Well, Lisa says she likes the cold, but last night when it got real cold, guess what Lisa said?
It was a little too cold.
It was a little too cold for her. I said, this is like springtime in Germany.
But you gotta remember, we're used to wearing flip-flops and summer clothes every day, too. You said that was spring in Germany.
So grab bags we need to be able to look out for, and a dog sweater. I thought Dollar Tree had dog sweaters.
I don't think I've ever seen that at Dollar Tree.
I think so. I think I've seen it. Oh, it's cold here. Well, she better be going there in the summer, I guess, Lorraine, because
I want to go, what you call it, tubing, snow tubing and stuff.
Well, then you got to suck the cold up.
I love to do outside activities.
Okay, time for a story.
Oh, I can suck it up. When I went skiing, you're not cold when you're doing those activities.
So it's time for a story.
It's 37 degrees here right now.
It's dropped 2 degrees since we went live. So it's going to get down to freezing.
What are you about to tell on me?
I am not telling anything on you.
Okay.
I'm telling on myself. How about that?
Okay.
So anyway, Snow is pretty in pictures. Absolutely it is.
What are you telling?
All right. I was a teenager.
Oh, we're going way back.
We're going way back. And my sister had a boyfriend who I know for a fact is now her ex-fiance because she's married and he's married. But anyway, we were in Germany and we got the bright idea that it would speed up the inner tube going down the hill faster if I was on the bottom because I was tall and he weighed more than I did and if he was on top of me.
So he sat on top of you.
He sat on top of me.
Two boys.
Yes.
That's strange. Go ahead.
Well, it was like this, I was like this, and he was like this, so there was nothing weird about it.
Okay.
So we're going down on this inner tube and we have ski boots on.
Right.
And I said earlier that I don't really communicate with people from high school, but about 7 or 8
Stick with the story you're on.
Wait a second. 7 or 8 years ago, I found this person on Facebook, and they reminded me of the story. So we're going down this big hill. It's on the side of this mountain, and we pick up speed, and we're not realizing that our snow boots are hanging over the side of the inner tube. Well, we think we've cleared everybody in the group for this Christian youth group that we have. Well, I didn't.
So you're going down the hill.
Right.
Okay.
The youth director's wife is standing there.
And y'all hit her.
And I hit her with my boot.
Wow.
And I feel this thing and I know that it's hurt her. I don't think I broke her leg, but I think the pain was so bad, we got on the bus immediately.
I think if she broke it, you would have known.
Right, but it was so deeply bruised that she still remembered the story almost 25 years later.
Could you talk to her on Facebook?
I talked to her on Facebook and she said her very first words were, "You were the one that hit me with the boot."
She remembered you.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Don't leave your boots hanging out where you can't see where they're going.
But where would you put them in a tube?
It's 45 in California tonight. Cat said snow is pretty in pictures. It is. Sorry, I had a call. I don't know what's going on. I was just telling a story, Bonnie, about me and snow tubing because Lisa wants to go.
He hit a preacher's wife with his boot.
I hit the preacher's wife, and now she's remarried because her first husband passed away.
That's sad.
Yeah. And she reminded me of this, and I was like, oh my goodness, how embarrassing.
At least you found another husband.
True. Point well made.
If that's what
30
you want.
here tonight, Bonnie. Yeah, that's chilly. Lisa has 2 blankets wrapped around her. No, just one now, but earlier she had 2 because it's 37.
Well, when Will called me and told me company was coming, I took a shower, and before the company coming, I put on my Santa Claus PJs, and I told him, I said, well, you know what, I got a shower and I got my PJs on. Your friend's coming over with me and my PJs.
And then when she walked out, she said it's a pajama night.
No, when I walked out, I said, I hope you got the memo, because I was in the bedroom. Will had spilt that speak and span stuff, and I was cleaning up. I said, hope you got the memo. It's a pajama dinner night tonight.
Thankfully, he wasn't wearing pajamas. However, Lisa's actually sitting down? She is sitting down right now.
Oh, yes. That is weird. I never sit down. I don't know. I normally never do.
She sat down for dinner, too.
Do you ever really see me sit?
No. Busybody to my
I never
left.
sit. I never sit. It's
Hardly
very rare.
ever sits. However,
I've been sitting about 5 minutes right now. About 5 minutes.
yeah, because you walked in there and got your book out.
Yeah, and then I came and sat down.
Well, now you need to put it back because you know that 5 minutes might be considered a nap for you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I have energy, so much energy. I can never sit down.
ADD. bad.
I do. And
I have it bad too, but you have it real bad.
I'll have 10 projects going on at one time. It's crazy.
You did a huge lake house. Please tell us what you're talking about there, Bonnie. That sounds interesting.
Oh, she cleans at a lake house, I think.
Oh, she cleans the lake house? Well, what you need to do is you need to cast a line out there with like some night crawlers, and then cast another line out there while you're cleaning. You probably have a catfish on the end this time of year. I forgot I had to do and stayed up till 5:30 a.m. up at 9. I forgot what I had to do something today.
Oh gosh.
She forgot she had to clean, and she stayed up till 5:30. I thought
that was a hard day.
I thought she would be cleaning her house, is what Lorene said.
That's me.
Yeah, Lisa's cleaning her house. She ain't hired nobody. Heck no, you can forget that. Forget Lisa. Lisa ain't gonna do that.
Well,
Lisa ain't gonna hire
my
somebody.
ex-husband said, you do too much. I want to hire a full-time maid. And I'm like, she won't clean the house like I will.
You know, and we see people out here at our place here who hire people to come and clean, and we're just like, yeah, 30 minutes ain't gonna cut it, because that's what they do.
Yeah, some of them stay about 30 minutes and clean. I don't know what they're cleaning, but I sure wouldn't be paying them.
Yeah, there's some people that you just wonder what they're really cleaning. So, let's see. Lake houses are just their vacation house. Must be nice.
That must be nice.
Some
We would
people
love a lake house, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're darn right. I'd rent it for a couple days.
Not a whole month, Will?
No, heck no, I can't afford that.
Not what people charge today.
Yeah, not with the rates, the going rates. But I had this idea of building my own house at one point, and putting a 2-acre pond on it,
That's a big pond.
and calling that my lake house.
That's a big pond.
Yeah, and full designs on that. Keep the turtles out. I wouldn't have to worry about otters, because river otters are eating all the things. And there's, if you come to Branson, I got a key to houses on 3 lakes. Hey, sounds awesome, Bonnie.
What do you call that when you go to people's houses but you're not supposed to be there? It's like called something. Can't remember.
It's called trespassing. That's what it's
Nah,
called.
it's something else.
And if you break in, it's called burglary. I mean,
Well, it might be burglary. No, burglary, you would actually have to steal something.
no, you wouldn't.
That's just visiting.
Breaking and entering is what it's called.
It's just kind of visiting. I'm just visiting because I want to know what it's like to be in the lake house. Or you're at the wrong house. There is this lady on YouTube who does Dollar Tree hauls. I don't remember her name. I haven't watched her in a long time. I can't remember who she is. But her and her husband bought a house and moved in it. They bought it online. I mean, they did it all online, and the cops came at 12 o'clock at night and told them they weren't supposed to be there. And they showed them paperwork. Well, they thought everything was okay, and the next morning the cops came back and made them leave. Somebody had scammed them, and they had bought that home, put the down payment and everything, bought the home, got the paperwork, and they were scammed, and they had to leave. I could have.
Squatter. Yes, Catcast, that's exactly what it is. You know, if you watch some of these remodel shows,
Squatters have rights.
Squatters have 30 days.
So, Will, you could have 30-day rights squatting.
I like it.
30 days.
No, I'm not going to do anything illegal, but anyway.
We're just kidding.
I know, but yeah, squatters' rights. Interesting that you would bring that up, Catcast. Let's see. So, Bonnie, what is the most expensive house that you've ever cleaned? Or better yet,
We have to guess.
just to include everybody in the conversation, what is the most expensive house you have either driven by or walked into?
That's a hard question.
No, it's really not for some people.
Driven into.
Gone by, driven by,
Oh.
or gone into.
I've never drove into a house. Thank goodness.
Well, there were people that were in Florence that drove into houses.
There's people probably everywhere that drives in the
You're
house.
right. So what is the most expensive house that you have been in or seen?
I've been into quite some expensive ones,
Okay.
but I don't know how much, but very expensive.
Have you ever been to Biltmore?
You know what? My kids have, and I have never been to Biltmore.
Beverly Hills count. Yes, it does, Cat Cast. I'm going to put Biltmore Estates.
Have you been to Biltmore?
Yes, I have.
With your parents?
Yes. The bathtub is the size of a swimming pool.
A bathtub.
Yes.
I know it's a beautiful place, but
The
I
swimming
haven't
pool
been.
is huge.
It's beautiful to go at Christmas time. I don't know why I've never been. I just never have been.
Bonnie says she's going to send you a text message with this place that's sold for $575K. That one she cleans. You had some that were in the $400,000 range
Probably a lot more.
today when you were running your cleaning business.
Yes, I had some very,
Very nice. I know that.
very expensive ones. I don't even want to guess.
I know that the True Luck Estate was pretty. Was
A
up
lot
there.
of money, yeah.
It was up there. Scotty's Castle in Beverly Hills.
I've never heard of that.
Cat Cass, you do need to tell more about Scotty's Castle.
Scotty's Castle.
Okay, Scotty's
Well,
Castle.
Beverly Hills and in that area, I'm sure there's quite a lot of expensive ones.
Been in a $3 million house, which was Scotty's Castle.
Nice.
I went by Shaquille O'Neal's house in Orlando.
And we've been by
And it's
John
right on-
Travolta.
This is
John Travolta. And
yeah.
what's the other guy that had the TV show, the wrestler? You know.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Well, his
Yeah.
grandma lived in Clearwater, and they live in Clearwater.
And you can see his house from the water. It's just like Shaquille O'Neal's was on a private property, but
Was
yet
his
it was
in Clearwater?
his was in Orlando.
Orlando.
His was right on the water, but the funniest part about it was his house, the interstate went right by it, so almost everybody who was on that interstate saw it, which is crazy.
Well, I'm sure he had it locked up like Fort Knox, so around it.
Hello, Craft Creations. How are you? Glad that you are with us for your first time.
Thank you for stopping by.
And we greatly appreciate that. Tonight we've been talking about
welcome.
a lot of things. We did a haul at the beginning, which we had two great things.
New finds from
Two
Dollar Tree.
Awesome new finds. And you got to check those out. And we've been talking about diversity. We've been talking about Christmas. And right now we're talking about the most expensive house you've ever been in or been to or been by. Death Valley, California, yeah. I have never been to California. I have never been west of Louisiana.
Your parents' house is one of the most expensive I've been in too.
Okay.
They own a
Lisa, they own
A mansion.
historic mansion.
right.
My parents are well off, and they own a place called Shadow Lawn Mansion.
When you have a house that has a name, I think it might be a little bit expensive, but I don't know how much it
And
costs.
their house was, I would hate to imagine, because they paid for renovations that were,
His dad is a landscape architect, but he also architects, and they did renovations, and he did a lot, designed the tile work for the showers and all different kind of stuff for the house.
yeah,
And his mom does Christmas tours. She's not this year because of COVID, but she does Christmas
they're scared they might
tours
catch COVID.
of their home. And get this, she makes $9,000 per day doing it.
Yes, $9,000.
I couldn't imagine
a day
that.
on their house, and their house was featured on a TV show
Right.
on the public broadcast system for North Carolina.
Right.
So when you have a president who's been to your house,
Well, they live. I think one of them. Which one was lived there or
there was
used
a
to
senator
visit
from
there?
North Carolina, and President Gerald Ford visited the house regularly and even played football on the
Now,
lawn.
why did he visit the house?
Um, I think it was politically based, because they were both in the Republican Party. If I'm
No,
correct.
Jimmy Carter
No,
wasn't.
Carter. It was Ford.
Uh,
Gerald Ford.
this was before my time. Was Ford Republican or Democrat?
I don't know.
I don't either, so we don't even know what we're talking about.
Whichever party they were, he was visiting this other.
I thought Ford was Democrat. I thought I don't know. That was way before my time. I know I do remember Jimmy Carter, and when I had my last seizure, I didn't know. I don't know when I have seizures, so we had to call the ambulance. And he said they asked me who was the current president, and I said it was Jimmy Carter. So for some reason, Jimmy Carter was in my mind, and I never think of Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, I would still have to say Biltmore. I'm going to have to look up Scotty's Castle and Rancho Santa Fe. I heard about Rancho Santa Fe because of Rancho Santa Fe was on, what's that show where they, Storage Wars. And they were talking about how wealthy the people were in Rancho Santa Fe. So they were expecting some nice things out of those lockers. 5-car garages, yes. 5-car garages.
I couldn't imagine
I
living
couldn't
that way.
either. I can't imagine having a garage.
You've had garages. We lived in houses with garages.
Yeah, but now I can't imagine having a garage for some reason.
We've had garages. When you met me, I had a very nice home.
We had a 2-car garage.
And we've had a house that had a 2-car garage. So what are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking
Maybe you're talking about those nice ones.
The nice ones, yeah. I can't
They're
imagine
nicer than people's homes.
I mean, there was a guy on YouTube that had a $130,000 garage. Now, granted, he was using it for a business, and I got that. But $130,000 garage at your house is pretty expensive. Orange and lemon orchards for backyards. I saw when my sister got married, she had an apple orchard in the backyard. And the people that she went and was.
I think they had more than just apples. It was way more than that. It was
a lot of stuff.
It was in Boone, North Carolina, right?
It was up in the mountains.
It was gorgeous out there.
They had a lot of land.
It was two men who were married to each other, who owned the property. And it was gorgeous, and it had 2 or 3 homes on it.
They had 2 or 3 houses.
Because the guys went into one house to get ready. It was pretty out there, but it was way more than apples.
And they also had a outdoor barbecue pit area.
Oh, and that's where they had the reception. And they had the wood stove.
They had everything out there.
It was nice out
They
there.
had and they were making, of course, they were making a lot of money off of weddings there and get-togethers. Right. And they both worked for the college. I think they were
Appalachian State.
They were both professors who had tenure, so they were making $100,000 each, at least. And then they bought this property and converted it. And, wow, they were making a lot. Okay, so Dana says, I would say, Bonnie, that I wouldn't want really what they had either, because that's a lot to maintain. And, I'm content and happy with what I have. So, but you're right.
No, you're not. You're trying to get me to let's get a house. I've always had a house, and I don't want one right now. Because I'm so what do you call it? OCD. So my yard has to be perfect. I like green grass in the winter. I mow grass in the winter. So I am loving. We live in an apartment. It's my first time, and I am loving it. I love it.
Okay.
I don't have any grass. I don't have any grass. I don't have any yard work to worry about.
we had an opportunity, and I'm going to say this, to buy some property in the horse area, 3 acres for
Well, we live in a horse area. We live where they have the steeplechase.
and the property is very expensive here.
It's very expensive here.
And we had a chance to get 3 acres for $24,000, and the opportunity slipped us by.
Talking about the Biltmore house, the Biltmores live here.
The
this-
Vanderbilts live here. The Biltmores
This is
live
where
here.
they come for,
Their summer playground.
no, their winter.
Winter.
They
right.
come here in the winter, they go there in the summer.
And we have a lot of people that are transient who come down here for the winter and go up there for the.
We have some northerners who
Yes,
rent
a
apartments
lot.
out here, and they are here only in the winter, and they go
then we
back
have the horse
home,
people.
the rest of the year. This is a horse town. I'm going to definitely take some. We need to do a drive-through town. This is a very well-known place. There's a lot of famous people who are here all the time. What is Mark
Justin-
Wahlberg comes here. He
Mark
goes to church
Wahlberg.
here. Justin Timberlake is here a lot. He goes golfing here.
Chris Paul from
We-
the NBA.
Refrigerator Perry, who was on the NFL team, is from here.
William Perry. Yep.
We have
His
a lot of celebrities are in our town. They're always posting them. And then we have the steeplechase, which all the rich horse people come to. They didn't have the steeplechase at the beginning of the year when they were supposed to.
Right.
They had it later on, but and then we have the Masters, which is right down the road in Georgia.
They just had that.
And I don't think they allowed people to go to it. They took a
didn't.
big. I was looking for we have horses all over us. Like, here's one. I want to show everybody. I took this the other day. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. I took this. We have these horses. This
Everywhere.
one, everywhere, different ones. They put a hat. I don't know if you can see too good. But they got a hat on this one.
See it? It looks good.
Can you see it? And then I think it's the American flag on the side. And then here's the bald eagle. And they paint them, and we have all different kind of horses around town. So I thought that one was cool the other day, but I was in a light, and I could only get the side of it like that. But it's a pretty cool area here.
Well, and I think also that
But we have a lot.
I read here. I'm reading.
We have a
some
lot of people from
comments.
California. We have a lot of people that move here from other states.
So, Cat Cass says, Level, we never mow our grass. It's artificial.
That would be nice. I've never had artificial grass.
Interesting. So it stays green no
Like
matter
that
what.
That carpet green.
So do you
what
have artificial turf? Or do you have some kind of artificial grass? I've never heard of this. It's really interests me.
I like it.
At 15, I taught Bo Bridges' son how to ice skate in the University Town Center where I hung out in San Diego. That's cool.
That is cool. Who
Good
did
luck.
that?
Bonnie.
Awesome. And she taught him how to ice skate. Bonnie, you ice skate? We went ice skating a few times.
It was a failure by me.
I did pretty good.
Lisa did good. I had done it as a kid.
You did pretty good.
I think I failed.
I think you did pretty good.
I don't have the best balance.
I did better than Will and my daughter.
Yeah.
I used to be very athletic, and I love to do
struggle with
things.
equilibrium. My balance.
Yeah, your balance is bad.
Balance is very bad. Let's see. As a kid, you find it here. Yep, when I was young, and friends. I'm just reading this over. As a kid, I was good at it. Cool.
I don't think I could do it today. That was a few years ago. I'm sure I could, but
Cat-ass.
But I took the kids skating growing up to the ice skating rink. We do have ice skating rinks here in the South.
Yeah, Bo Bridges is a very famous actor. But
Yes.
but anyway, you get compliments all the time on how well maintained your artificial grass is.
That is nice.
Do you play it up? Do
We-
you play it up, Cat Cass?
We
Do
need
you
to know
say-
about this artificial grass, though. Isn't that kind of like people put on their patios? Like you said, like on the Brady Bunch? Maybe that. You remember the Brady Bunch?
Right. Oh, it's a California thing. I get it.
Well, that needs to be an
Bunch.
everywhere thing. Especially in Arizona
No, she said it looks real.
where they don't have grass.
So I waited on Dennis DeYoung, who used to be in Styx for 20 years, Bonnie says.
Who is that?
Dennis DeYoung.
I don't know him, do I?
No, you don't know. Lisa does not really get into music.
Well, I used to when I was younger, but I don't listen to music. I don't watch TV or movies because I'm too busy working. I work 24/7 unless I'm sleeping.
Okay, let's say this: when we're riding in the car and I turn the radio off, it goes off immediately.
Because why?
Because Lisa values that time.
I want to talk because we're working.
Right.
We never really get to go anywhere together because we're always, one of us is at work or working, and
Her grass stays green for 30 years, no matter what.
and you don't have to have any fertilizers or anything.
Bonnie, you and me both have listened to Styx for about at least 30 years. And yeah, I take every advantage, including today when I was riding in the car and when I ride to work, other than my little prayers that I say to myself.
He does not watch your YouTube videos, no anyone, because let me tell you what.
I listen to music.
I don't have YouTube on my phone. I don't like apps. So we have a YouTube phone, and then he does have it on his phone. So my YouTube phone, I can't watch when I'm at work or gone. But when I come home and I'll go through, all I see is songs where he's been listening to. So that's what he gets on YouTube for.
That's right.
He's listening to the music.
Because why not? It's free.
Don't they have the radio still?
I only watch YouTube.
But you can go there and find exactly what you want to watch.
True. And I can plug it in and make my own music station. Play whatever I want to hear.
Right.
So, for example, if I wanted to hear Cher, I could hear Cher. If I wanted to hear Green Day or Goo Goo Dolls or whoever else, I could hear them. I could listen to Rush if I wanted to, and I could put it in the same playlist as the Goo Goo Dolls and be perfectly happy. Only watch YouTube at home. Yeah, I watch YouTube at home. I watch my catfishing at home. Because then that way I don't clog Lisa's channel with catfishing.
Yes, that's on there. Fishing and music.
And, if you haven't checked out my Instagram page, I have not been fishing recently. Hint. However, I do plan on going fishing again soon and putting more pictures up. I really need to get out of the rut of just going to one location as much as I do, or two. I need to be out there going to 4, 5, 6, 7, however many I can get. So, I think that's important.
Going where? How many you can get?
Go to different locations to go
Okay.
fishing. Because I've pretty much overfished that one area, I think. But it's provided some good food for us. A lot of personal bests, 17 different species this year. Do I watch the Alaska Bear Channel? No, I didn't even know about that. Thank you for telling me. So I will look into that. Here in Branson, I worked at Denny's and waited on Jimmy Osmond.
That is Donnie Marie's brother.
Donnie and Marie's brother, yeah.
That's a sweet family. I think they're a really nice family.
And part of my YouTube mix has Donnie Osmond, Soldier of Love. Thank you very much.
Really?
Yes.
So you've been listening to Donnie?
Yes, because in 1989 or 1990, when I was in Germany, he released that song. It was his big comeback song.
I don't think I've ever heard it. I'll have to listen.
You should listen.
I should.
Just like last night,
I like
found
Donnie.
out Forever Young by
No, I told
Rod
it.
Stewart. Yes.
Well, we brought that up last night. I said, we're talking about them. I said, for my age, I don't act my age. I may should, but I was like, on my grave, I know what you should put for Forever Young. Or you said it. One of us said it.
Bonnie's saying that the brothers,
And then Rod
the
Stewart.
other two brothers. Go ahead,
Rod Stewart has. Somebody had the song Forever Young. Will said it was Rod Stewart.
Right. So Bonnie has said that the Osmonds are big here, not Donnie and Marie, just the brothers.
Do what now?
So the brothers are big in Branson, but not Donnie or Marie.
But Donnie and Marie were doing a show together.
With the brothers, with the other two.
Wait, by themselves for years. Was that in Branson or elsewhere?
That was in Branson.
Right, because I think they just quit that a couple years ago, maybe.
Can I get that charger? Because this phone's about to die.
Your phone's about to die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, she says no, it was in Vegas.
They were in Vegas.
They were in Vegas.
I don't know how much this phone has on it, but whatever. There you go.
So, that's interesting that they were in Vegas.
You didn't know they were doing a show for years? They did a show together.
I knew about the show that they were doing.
Yeah, they did it for years, but I do think they quit that now. I don't really know, but I think they don't do it anymore. But I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree that, Vegas is a place I would love to go to. I've been to the Bahamas. If you've been,
I haven't been to the Bahamas.
we won a trip. It was an all expenses paid trip, and
Well, you didn't win the trip. Your boss took you to the.
no, he made a bet with us.
But still, he took you to. He went to.
Right.
He had his own plane, so he flew him to Vegas.
No, he flew us to the Bahamas.
Yeah, I got Vegas on the plane. He flew you to the Bahamas, and y'all stayed at the Bahamas.
And everybody said that I would not go, that Lisa would not let me go.
I don't know why they think that, because trust me, I don't care what he does. Do I?
Right.
Why would they think I didn't want you to go?
I have no idea, but we
They're probably just playing with you.
Oh no, they weren't playing because I made them pay up. I said, bet me a t-shirt, and I took home how many t-shirts? 10?
I don't know. Why would they think that?
Because 10 people bet me and lost.
Wow.
They just didn't want to bet.
Why would they even think such? Because I'm not controlling. I don't care where you go, what you do, or when you go.
J-Lo has now entered.
Hello, it's nice to see you. I'm so glad you're back. We missed you while you were gone. A lot of us did.
We are talking tonight. We have covered diversity.
All kind of things.
Oh my goodness, we've covered diversity. We
Are you Dollar Tree Haul?
Dollar Tree Haul, which featured this item, which is so cool. You'll have to watch it. And let's see, we have been talking about most expensive house you've been in or buy, and then also we have talked about a little bit about my family, some skiing misadventures, or some tubing misadventures, and now we're talking about the Osmonds. 12 people in here, 3 talking. Yeah, we need to have our other people get involved. It'd be nice to see everybody's comments and see how they flow. But you're absolutely right, Bonnie. I have never been to Vegas either. I have never been west of Louisiana for the south part, and I have never been west of Minnesota for the northern part. I'm posting a video now of outside a little tour through my apartment. Dana, I understand about that. I love the sign, the Merry Christmas sign. Thank you so much. Lisa put that together, and she's put the arrangements here together, and then we found the sign. So it is awesome.
Actually, I got that at Walmart.
Right, I said that you found the sign.
Yeah, at Walmart. I found the sign at Walmart. Now, the things on the side I got from Hobby Lobby a long time ago, and they weren't exactly designed like I wanted, so I painted them. And but that sign was like 17 something at Walmart. I thought it would look cute there, and I think it does look cute there. So I couldn't believe I found that at Walmart, and it's all wood.
All right, Jennifer, I have one question for you, and I certainly know what I think your answer is going to be. So the question was earlier, we're at a 5-5 deadlock. You can break this tie. I'm not going to say who is on what side, but Dollar Tree, does your significant other go with you, or by himself,
or not at all.
or not at all to Dollar Tree. Yes, thank you, Dana. It is it's a cute arrangement. We did a couple of by himself. By himself. Wow. Lisa won tonight. Tag on it. 6-5. Lisa won. Yeah, sometimes I go by myself too, but she won because at one point I had a commanding lead and lost it. But anyhow, so my boyfriend Santa goes there in December. Really, Bonnie? Santa does go there in December, but he comes also there in November because trust me, I saw him. I saw him there. He had already put out the stuff in that Greensboro video that I did before. Bonnie, that's too funny though. I got to give you credit for that one. That is funny. That is funny about Santa. By the way, PBS brought out a thing about the legend of Santa recently. It was in November, as a matter of fact, and it was on the Nature. It was on Nature, and it was about the northern tip of Finland being the possible home to Santa. So I thought that was very interesting that you would bring up that your boyfriend Santa goes there in December. So do you know where he lives from? Oh, I don't know, January to November? Everybody knows he's my boyfriend. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, it is very cool, and it was very interesting to see how the native people were working in unison to herd the reindeer. All right, so everybody's going to need to take out Dana Mankey. She has a new video up about snow in her area. Might look it up. Love informative videos. Yeah, you know, I like going back and being able to look that stuff up too. And I think it's called Santa's Winter Wonderland. That was the nature video.
I want to ask Jennifer a question. Jennifer, do you ever show yourself on YouTube? And in person, are you very outgoing?
Dana, your video post just popped up on my YouTube. Here, I see it on my phone. It says a little snow and short video of my home.
You know what? Nothing pops up on my video. I have to go and search for people. And I've lost a lot of people. And I'm like, where are these people? And then I can't remember the whole YouTube name. And I just found this couple that I like. They raised their granddaughter. And I just found them a couple nights ago and hadn't seen them in like a year.
Lisa,
I think it's the Bryant
Bonnie
family.
Said there is no way it is the Brown family. Or is the Perkins?
Bryant.
The Bryant family. It is the Bryant family.
Yeah. I don't think you even know I like them because I don't think you know who they are.
They should be in your sub list. They are in the sub list. This is the problem. Lisa doesn't have it on her phone. She has it on the YouTube phone.
Right, I don't have it on my phone, so that's another reason because I won't be home when it comes up and stuff too, probably. Did Jennifer answer? Is she still there?
Yes, Jennifer has answered. She says, used to be outgoing, but the last 2 years I got sick that I haven't been able to. I hope now that I am diagnosed and getting treatment, I will start getting back to normal as before.
See, I'm friendly and outgoing in person, but I don't like getting in front of the camera for some reason.
Lisa, okay, ladies.
I've only done it once or twice on the channel in a video.
Lisa has done it one time.
I think it might be one or two.
And it was about a year.
About a year ago.
About a year ago during the spring.
No, it was not this past summer, but the summer before. So it's been a year and a half.
It's been a year and a half where we were Dollar Tree and we
Shopping.
were in the car
We were
and
Dollar
you
Tree.
actually have her on a...
I'm talking at the beginning and the end, both of us together, and that's the only one I have. I mean, but I'm real weird in it. Because, you know, I think everybody's real weird at the beginning.
Yeah, that is true. That I hope everything does get better, and I'm glad that you're feeling better, Jennifer.
I am too. I hope you're feeling better too. Because we sure did miss you. I did.
Bonnie is not afraid of the camera at all,
You're not either.
and I'm not.
I don't know what my problem is.
Lisa has some... You remember the show Fear Factor? Lisa has a fear factor of right there, the camera.
But if they were all here in person, I have no fear factor.
But if you're in person with her, she would be the star of the show. Strange.
So tell them what you said, Cat, today when I come into the room. What do you say?
I could see, Lisa, if you were ugly, but you're cute. Bonnie.
Thank
I'm
you,
too old to
Bonnie.
be worried about that. I'm not looking for a man.
I'm not looking for a man either. That's if something happens to Will, that's it. I never want another man.
Something happens to me, you're pretty good. You don't need another man to just come in and try to.
Well, I'm not, whether I did or not, I don't want another man. I would like to have somebody take me to the doctor or go get my groceries or if I
You
need
need
something.
a friend. That's all you need.
Yeah, but I don't want him living with me. I don't want to take on another baby.
Wow.
Well, you know, men are a lot of work. Men are a lot of work. They are.
So you would rather have a dog than a man?
No, neither one. I don't want to die. I don't want anything I have to take care of. I'd like to just take care of myself. I'm the kind of person that can be by myself and be very entertained. You know how I entertain myself. I don't need a person to be in my life to do that.
True. I see your point there.
I'm good on my own.
I think I'd buy a dog.
You get married too quick. I think you get married quick and have 4 dogs. Your house would be dog hair and fleas everywhere. Well, I mean, we had animals, but they died. And it makes me sad, so I don't want to go through that again.
Bonnie, really?
What did she say?
Really? If something happens to you, Will, it's because Lisa got you. Laugh out loud. She don't got to worry. She will be in jail.
I wanted to kill him today. You can go to jail
Get my insurance policy if you did that. Think about it.
You can go to jail very easily here for domestic violence, isn't it?
Oh, it's easy here.
What is the rules?
You yell at somebody, it can be domestic violence.
Yeah, I should be in prison then.
Animals.
I don't know. I don't like
the. Yes. Yeah, you're right.
I don't like to argue. I don't like to fight. I don't like any of that. I don't like raising my voice. I have a loud enough voice. I don't like that. But Will likes it. Tell him about how you do me, Will.
Sometimes I used to get her revved up. I don't anymore.
Yeah, that's a lie.
I don't intentionally get you revved up.
He likes, okay, so we don't argue. I won't argue with him. I'll just walk away. Like, you know, a lot of men will just walk away from the woman. Well, I'm that. I will walk away, and he don't like it. He's like, he likes to get me, he wants to make me yell and get mad at him. Is that crazy or what? He said, I like to do it just to get you going. Otherwise, we would never get in an argument. Well, we would, because you do some crazy things. Like today, inviting somebody to dinner at the last second, when I'm exhausted, spilling all the speak and span, whole brand new bottle, busting the leak, you know, things like that. He does all that. And for some reason,
I do like being in trouble. You're right.
He does. He's Dennis the Menace. He forgets to take the trash out. Like, how many times you know the trash has got to go out? Maybe I should just let it pile up till he notices it.
That wouldn't take long.
No, because Will says I can.
Okay, so I'm over here and I'm vacuuming, and my friend comes in and he's like, "Why are you vacuuming an immaculate house?" I said,
That's what he said?
Yeah. He said, "There's nothing to vacuum."
Well, I'm a clean freak. I have to have everything clean. Because you just never know who's coming to visit.
Really?
You never know.
And then when you have a pop-up visitor, you get mad.
Yeah, but that's how I have a full dinner ready. I've invited somebody to dinner.
I offered to buy chicken.
Yeah, who want? I didn't. Well, you know, I wasn't at kind of a good place because I did put a roast in a crock pot this morning. So that's what we had. We had roast, carrots,
It was good too.
onions. I put some celery in.
I even ate extra carrots, even though I don't like them usually.
You like carrots? You just
I
don't
like carrots. I don't like them cooked.
And we had mashed potatoes and gravy and peas and crescent rolls.
Lorraine, you were right.
What did she say?
You were right. I'm not telling.
Come on, Will.
Anyway, yeah, it was good. It was delicious. The dinner was delicious. And,
It was good. We hadn't roast him forever because I'm so cheap. So I finally splurged and bought a roast.
Lisa's been going out here recently. She splurged on a roast and some roast beef.
Yeah.
Expensive mustard. I mean, what's going on?
I have to feed you.
I'd be happy buying off the dollar menu.
I don't like to go out there. I don't like fast food.
So Lisa makes a mess just so she can clean it.
I think I do. This is what I do. Okay.
Nailed that one.
I'm a minimalist, but I'm not with this Dollar Tree stuff. So I get a DIY out to do it. I sent Lorena a picture of how the house looked when you told me we got company coming today. I said, look at what I got. She said, hey, you need a craft room. But I had got everything out, doing my DIY. It's all over the table. And I had Sheila's giveaway out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But I got it up. Got it all up. Could never tell anything was going on by the time your friend got here. But I'm glad I didn't have to do cleaning because I keep that up all the time. I just
Right.
like get my DIY stuff up and on.
So would you say that your house has to be cleaned at least 4 hours a day?
Well, let's
Maintain
put it
your
to you
home
this way.
To the high standards that you appreciate and have.
I don't know how many hours a day I clean.
Would you say no less than?
I can work a full-time job and have let's say when we first moved here and our lights went out over the cupboards and you called the maintenance man. What did he say? You called me or texted me at work, but you called him over. It was like 8 in the morning. He came over.
Yeah.
And I was already going to work and he said,
this place is immaculate. We don't even have to inspect it.
he said, this place is immaculate. He goes, your wife works? And Will said, yes. He goes, I've never walked into anybody's house at 8 o'clock in the morning that was spotless, but I have to keep it that way. I couldn't go to work all day knowing I got to come home to a mess. And I'll do laundry every day as soon as I walk in. So before I go to bed, my trash is out, my laundry's done, everything's, you can just, I don't know. Well, I think I had this problem because my mom was the total opposite.
You can lick the floor. My mom is super clean, says Bonnie. You can lick the floor, yes. You can practically eat off of our floor.
Well, when people drop food here, they're like, oh, the floor's clean.
Okay, so
Tell
somebody
them what
wore
I said.
shoes into the house for the first
Oh,
time.
God, that bothered me tonight. So when guests come, I don't make them take their shoes off. Well, if it's my family, yes. But his friend wore his shoes in. Do you know I was cringing? He was walking all around, too. He can't sit still. So he's walking all around the living room and the kitchen with his shoes on.
And I can see Lisa going like this.
He can't sit for long because...
Because I know it's driving her nuts.
But I did not like that. I was very nice.
Yeah.
But he had just broke his knee and had surgery on it, so he can't sit. Constantly says to get up and walk around. Oh,
Well,
tell him.
and you go to Bonnie's, you have to take your shoes off too.
Yeah, why wear shoes in to make more mess inside?
True, and you never know what's on the bottom of it.
You don't. It's tons of germs, poop, throw up, people spit out in public, and you're bringing that into your house? No, thank you. But tell them when the ambulance had to come pick me up when I had my seizure one time, when they kept me. I don't remember this because you know.
Well, Lisa would not let them. She tried to get up and not let them bring the stretcher in because she said, "Don't let them bring the stretcher. Don't let them come in."
Well, I probably didn't say stretcher because I probably was out of it, but I knew
that thing. Don't let them bring that thing in.
Yeah, because they're rolling that in. They've had it out here on the sidewalk and they're bringing it in my house. Come on. But they had to bring it in, didn't they?
Yes, they did to get you out. Jimmy
So
Carter.
even if I have a seizure, I'm worried about the house.
I mean, so she has this seizure, which puts her in the hospital for
11 days.
11 days. And I stayed up there and slept.
He still went to work because, I was at the hospital. So I said, I didn't know actually for 3 or 4 days, I didn't even know who he was.
Well, here's what's weird. You did, but you didn't. Because you said, you were asked 4 questions. 1, what year was it? Who was the president? Who was I?
I said, I didn't know that man.
And where are you? And you said,
I don't know that man.
I don't know that man. I don't know where I'm at. Jimmy Carter you said it very profoundly. Jimmy Carter's my president.
I don't think I would say my president.
Oh, you did.
I've never even said a president was my president.
I'm telling you what you said.
Well, I was out of it.
And you told him that the year was 1980 something.
Those were better times.
Better times, clearly. However, none of those things were true. So they get ready to load her up, and she says, well, before they even came in, because I'm sitting there, I got her up on the couch. I turned her over to keep her from choking on her own tongue and chewing it and all other things that they do when you have seizures. And anyway, she tells me, don't let those people into my house with that thing. I said, they're coming in with a stretcher, Lisa. That's going to happen. Yeah, I love the 80s most definitely too, Jennifer. But when you sit there and you get to the hospital and you've had this seizure, which was your second in 2 weeks, you then, before you get there, as you're getting into the ambulance, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. And you knew who I was because you called my name.
But when I got in, I didn't know you.
The thing is when you have seizures and you don't know about it and you don't know anything about seizures, you're blind.
Yeah, I couldn't see. You can't see. But now I did not know who you were for 3 days after I got in there.
Right.
And still, I might have known your name then, but I didn't know it for the 3 days or know who you were. Because you said that nurses said, that's your husband. Because when I was changing, I was like, get that man out of here. And they said, it's your husband. I said, no, he's not. I do not know who that man is. So I did have a few days break from you during this marriage.
Yeah, and then I told you that I was going to go home, get something to eat, and come back, and I did. And I was pretty much up there at the hospital the whole time with you.
Except for when you went to work.
Except for when I went to work. I even did my conference calls right at the hospital.
Which I have no idea about. But I do remember you came in one time and said, what are you doing? And I was just sitting there, laying there, and you said, why don't you have the TV on? But I didn't want to, probably didn't even know what TV was.
Oh, you actually wanted to watch it. That was the weird thing.
I don't think so. Because you said it, why don't you have the TV on? I've never had the TV on.
Oh, that's right. You just sat there in the blank room. And then you decided that you had to have a cigarette.
Yes, I do smoke, but I don't smoke inside. That's my only thing I do, and I had to have a cigarette. So I was coming to, people, coming to.
Yeah, it was the 51st date. That's 51 dates, that's right. It was kind of like that. When you have seizures, you just forget.
I did not know seizures. I have always heard people talk about seizures. I never knew how bad they were. And one of the girls that I work with, she said her brother had one. when you have a seizure, I don't know because you don't know what's going on, but Will says, I want to walk. You want to get to walking around.
Yeah, you try to get up, and that's where a lot of people die.
Right,
They hit their. Lisa almost hit the TV stand, and it would have killed her because it's sharp.
And the girl I work with, she said that her brother had a seizure, and he was walking, and he walked outside, and he got ran over by a car and killed
died.
him. Yeah, it killed him.
And look at what happened to that. Look what happened to your aunt. She either had a stroke or seizure.
Right, going to the mailbox.
And she got run over.
Right.
And she was already dead, though. They said she was going to die. She couldn't have survived that.
I don't know about all that, but yeah.
So, yeah, they're real.
Seizures
real
are horrible. I didn't know. I really feel sorry for people who have them a lot because they are really bad.
Your first one, you crawled to the bathroom and told me you had to get ready. I was like, what are you getting ready for?
Well, now the first one I ever had was in the morning time, and Will said I had a seizure, and I'm like, no, I haven't had a seizure because I had never had a seizure.
Excuse me.
But I couldn't walk. I was crawling I was crawling on my hands and knees. Will goes, if you have had a seizure, why are you crawling? I'm like, because I can't walk. So I was more alert during that seizure. It wasn't
That
as
was
bad.
not as bad. The other one, you weren't alert at all.
And so I said, before I go, I have to have my hair, because I had to have my hair done. And I think it took me hours crawling around the house to get myself ready to go. And then we went that night. I wouldn't let him call the ambulance or anything, but he probably should have not listened to me because I wasn't in my right
Well,
mind.
the chief of medicine was there that second time, and he said that she should have been released the
First
first
time.
And there's probably a doctor who at least got a very bad write-up from
He
it.
was very upset about it. But I was crawling, but you had a seizure, so you're not in your right mind, so, I didn't really know I was crawling.
Yeah, seizures are bad things.
I hate it for everybody that has one, I really do.
Well, I would like to, let's see, first time I seen someone have one was in school, a group of us talking, and this boy started shaking and just dropped on the concrete floor, blood all over. Thing was near the office to get help.
That's sad.
So that was back when she was in high school.
Who was that?
That was Jennifer. She's crafty. I've had seizures too.
They're horrible.
They are, and
The thing about it is they last so long afterwards because, my back's never hurt me or my neck, and it's painful for a long time. I couldn't even.
your muscles contract so bad.
I never knew
The
that.
friend that we had over tonight had a massive seizure
At work.
and luckily
Broke both, one hand or both.
both wrists.
Both
and then,
wrists.
A couple.
He's had a bad year. Everybody needs to pray for him. He's broke both wrists at work. He's broke his knee.
At home while he was recovering.
While he was recovering from his hands. His mother died. He got a divorce. All this year, he has had a horrible, horrible year.
Yeah, so pray for John.
Pray for John. If you pray, he has had a very
That's
hard
why I
year.
don't mind if he comes, because that was.
Yeah, I don't mind either, but it would be a little bit nice to have a little bit of notice. But now you want to talk about a bad year? That's a bad year.
Yeah.
And he showed me his knee tonight, and he's
puffy.
lost 20 pounds because of all this. And his mom, when she died, was watching him,
Taking care of him.
Because he couldn't use either one of his hands.
Correct. He had no use of his hands.
Oh, and then, get this. And then, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago? His cousin
Died.
He's only 20 years old.
20-ish. He was a little bit, I think he was 20.
He dates the governor of Georgia's daughter.
Dated.
Well, when he was living, he was dating her, the governor of Georgia's daughter.
He was the aide for Kelly Loeffler, and he had a car accident and died in the car accident. He burned up.
That's all over the news. You can look that up. That was what, 2 weeks ago or a month ago?
That was 3 weeks ago now.
Hasn't been long.
Yeah.
And he did say that the governor of Georgia did go to the funeral and everything, but so he had his cousin die, and he's had a time. That's one heck of a year, plus COVID.
And he's been COVID tested twice.
And he said that's the horriblest thing in the world. He never, but
That's the worst part of it was the COVID test.
he's had to have the corona test because of the surgeries to go in the hospital. He said, and he said they were worse than everything else he's been through. He said that was really painful. If you've had one of those.
So thank you for your prayers for him. I'm going to call it an
Call it a
evening
night.
because, I'd like to thank everyone.
It is getting late here.
It's getting very late here. We're almost, and we're past midnight. And I just wanted to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Thank you for sharing your stories, your evening. My moderators, all three of them, thank you so much. She's shy, she's crafty. You've been here the whole time with us.
Thank you.
Bonnie, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
Debbie Howard as well.
Thank you.
Just wanted to thank every single person who came in tonight.
We really appreciate it. We enjoy talking to all of you.
Go check out Dana Mankey's new video about the snow that we prompted her to do.
You're right. Yeah, we'll go check it out. And everybody, check out everybody's channel. Subscribe.
And now that I know that Santa Claus has replaced me as Bonnie's boyfriend, it's all good.
Yeah, that's right. You're out.
We are out.
And if we do not come back live before Christmas, we want to wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas.
Yes.
I know this is a depressing time for a lot of people, and I just hope you have a wonderful,
Yes, sir.
a wonderful Merry Christmas. And I hope Santa Claus is good to you, and God bless you all.
God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much again. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.